warriors. We come to fight. We fight for love. We're live? We are live.
All right, we're live.
Welcome
nice.
to...
We are live.
We
Live.
are absolutely live. Welcome to episode 300, ladies and gentlemen. This is a monumental situation, episode 300.
This is 300 in the way it's the Christian year 2018.
That's exactly right.
By
The new calendar. Yeah.
By the
Yep.
new calendar.
By the new calendar, but it's all that matters because it's what people...
Because the corporations celebrate
Tell
it.
time
That's
by.
why, right? If the corporations didn't
It's
celebrate
also
the
an excellent calendar.
Yeah.
I can think of two corporations celebrate it, but we'll get to our sponsors later.
So you prefer the Christian calendar over what other calendars are out there?
Yes. What, with the Chinese calendar?
What is it?
the Jewish calendar? Oh, then it was New Year's yesterday.
Yeah. So
Neil-
maybe this is our New Year's episode.
Neil deGrasse Tyson says it's very
it's
accurate.
Ari's New Year. Ari, Happy New Year.
Except for that.
New Year. It's our big special day.
Happy
Yeah.
Jew Year.
Happy Jew. What year is it in Jew time?
5 billion. Happy year 5 billion, you fucking
Jew.
race traitor.
Why is he a race trader?
Because he fucks non-Jews.
I didn't know Jew was a race.
Ari, tell him.
Race for who can get more money. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
They're winning it, but they're winning that by a long shot.
They are. They really are. Ari, what's new, dude?
Well, back from Croatia.
Oh, how are those? How is that crap? What we call it? Crap pussy? Well, kraut pussy. The kraut pussy.
Are you throwing yourself in that goddamn shitty river in between Manhattan and Brooklyn and taking a nice hot steamer? Or do you shit in the toilet again now?
I do shit in toilets now. It's too far away.
Boring.
Ari, like, does your asshole just flow red now? Is it almost like a weird horror flick? You know?
Oh, you see for yourself, Sam.
No.
Episode 300,
Ari,
300,
Jay,
300, 300, 300.
No,
You knew what you were doing.
Hey,
there, Sam.
Ari, where are you going to be?
Right here.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, look at Aaron. You're fast, buddy. You're fast.
I'm gonna be in Austin, Texas.
Oh, shit. Congratulations.
Thanks. A week from tomorrow. The 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. No, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Austin, Texas. Cap City Comedy Club.
Nice.
Go to arisafaggot.com.
Yeah, and just newly announced.
Oh, shit. Drop it.
Everybody buckle your seatbelts. Here it comes.
At the New York Comedy Festival, me, Danish, and O'Neill are doing a live read of the script I wrote in college called Shooter.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh, that should be really good.
I'm really
Yeah,
excited
it's
for you.
Not a great script.
Oh, I bet it isn't.
Are you guys going to do any punching up or just act it?
No,
just go
don't
straight
touch
there?
it. Just, are you gonna just let them do cold reads, or are you gonna let them get it ahead of time and let them get some their teeth
They've
into
read
the,
it before. I'll let them read it again, see what they can do with it.
let
But,
them get their teeth into the script, as they say.
yeah, I mean, no, you change the words of an auteur, but what you can do is, bring it to life.
Now, are they each gonna play? How many characters are in
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Tell us the main
debaucherous,
characters. And are they
Okay,
going to be playing multiple characters, and we'll know which character by their awesome accents and dialects?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait,
joining episode 300, the Fight Mommy.
When I walked in, I
Welcome.
looked at the screen and I saw just
Here.
Ari's nose.
Dude,
and it
we've been
really
waiting
made me
for
laugh. It
you
was so
for
big.
15 minutes. We've been sitting here waiting for and finally we said, "Fuck it,
I don't
we'll
think
do it
so.
live.
Brent-
We'll do it live."
And that's
Brent
weird because
Cole's in here right now,
Sam's only
so
been
I
here
don't
for
know
3
if
minutes, so that's
I
weird.
don't know if I believe that.
Ari, Johnny and I have been waiting for 15 minutes.
No, I believe
Sam's
that.
been waiting for 3.
Well, that's
Ari's
three.
actually been waiting for.
I've been waiting.
In dog time. That's how long.
Ari was first.
That's
Ari didn't
40
do the
minutes.
show for 7 weeks though, so he doesn't really care.
Yeah, he's our new.
Yeah, well, that's our
He
big
looks-
guest for the big get is
he
Ari
looks-
Shaffir for our 300.
So wait, he's telling us
looks
at the New York
tired.
Comedy Fest, him and Danish O'Neill are going to be doing a live reading. You know about this.
Yeah.
So now, are they going to each be playing a character? How many characters are in this? Or are you guys just doing just a read?
Well, we got Shooter, obviously the main character. We got his nemesis. I forgot his name.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Nemesis.
Shooter, you got Nemesis,
Yeah, and then we got his roommate, his best friend roommate.
roommate. Then you got Plot Twist. I noticed a lot of these people don't have names.
We got the coach.
Antagonist. We got Coach. We got Antagonist.
Big.
We got Protagonist, and we have Hero.
There's a chick that he likes.
We got
Pretty girl.
diversity sensitive black guy.
We have pretty girl. We
I
have
did
ethnic
cast it
ethnic role.
As a college basketball team, I cast it all white. Not sure why. That was just the world I knew.
Now, since it's about a college basketball team, is this a men's or women's team? Because I know when you were in college, you don't know a lot of men's basketball, but you are quite prolific in the world of getting posted up by a twat.
Yeah, man, those twats can play. I forgot about that. There was a University of Maryland practice player for the girls team under Hall of Fame coach Chris Weller.
How much? I guarantee you, at that point in time in your life, that bitch ate a lot more pussy than you have.
Oh, yeah. I think I'd eaten 2 pusses.
2 pusses, and one of them was your mom on the way out. You just licked a little as you. Nope, nobody's with me on that one.
I'm very with you.
Okay. Hey, Ari, where else you going to be? Is that it? Your fucking dates out of the gates? You're like
I'll
a
be in
black
Phoenix
comic
at the
introducing the
Comedy
next
Festival.
comic.
Said this guy, he's plugging dates, and probably in 2020 I'll have some other dates.
Where are you going to be, Thibault?
Me, once again, I'll plug it again. All of us will be at the All Things Comedy Festival at the end of October, so that's going to be super fun. If you, Ari's doing a theater show with Bill Burr and all the big guys. I'm going to be doing a stand-up set right outside the dumpster. But all of us are going to be doing stand-up. We're going to do a live punch drunk. That'll be super fun. I'm also at Yum Yum Gimme Sums.
I love Young.
That's not a comedy club. That's a Chinese place.
I do.
And I'll also be getting a...
Do they sell donuts still?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty much just like noodles and crack. And I'm also going to be getting a DUI on one of those Lime fucking scooters, probably around 2 a.m.
Keeping it real.
That's embarrassing. Don't do that.
Why?
I hate those things.
But
You
don't
hate
get
what?
a DUI on one. 'Cause
I wonder
was
if you
thinking
could.
that, like,
You
people-
probably could,
can,
couldn't you?
Of course
can
you could.
Yeah, because you can get them on bike.
Because you can
Yeah.
like swerve around
Yeah.
and like they'll be like, hey, you're.
Dude, they'll give you
I
a
hate
DUI
those
on a
things.
John Deere lawnmower. They'll
I've
give
seen
you a
that
DUI.
happen. I hate those things. Do you give a fuck about them?
No, the birds. Those little
Yeah, those
things.
little like every time I see somebody, I'm like, yeah. Ugh.
They banned them in West Hollywood.
They banned them in Venice
for
Beach
no
also.
other purpose of just being assholes.
They're all over my neighborhood. I hope they are. They make
Yeah, they're all
walking
over
with
your
the
neighborhood.
stroller really hard.
They're all over your neighborhood.
Yeah, we don't like them. Jeff like gets so angry though.
And
He's
there's
very
no
angry
one
about
who's
it.
more politically activated than a mother. They just love to start
I am
initiatives
not one of those
and show up at fucking
I'm
like
like-
county meetings.
I'm like
and
so
this-
chill. That is not me.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there's all these electric scooters that are all over Los Angeles. There's about 5 major cities.
By the way, if you if you would have invested in that company right now early, you
You'd
would
be
be
getting
rich
sued.
as fuck.
But I feel
You'd be
like
getting
I feel
sued
like
for-
there's gonna be deaths on it. Like
Yep.
like these kids.
I know
it
too.
Can't end well.
Benji showed up with an injured hand. His hand's like on all kind of bandages because he was in Austin and fucked himself up in one of those. And then, And then Brady Matthews' girlfriend comes in on crutches. I'm like, oh, what happened to your leg? And her ankle's all wrapped up, and she's like, oh, I fucking got in an accident on one
No
of those
one
scooters.
stops at stop signs either, and they go fast. They
Scooters,
just like
man.
blow through them, and then like.
But
you
how
have to
is that
swerve
going to
your
sue
car.
them? I mean, that's just you can't operate this thing. You
Oh, I'm just saying.
freely
This thing's been
chose
going on
to
for
do.
6 months, and I already know like 3 people that have been like injured from them, and those are smart people. Imagine how many dumb fucks.
Thin the herd. Thin the herd.
Hurt.
It's Darwinism.
Hurt.
Darwinism.
Guys, this weekend is the big Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night, comedy weekend at the Corner Comedy Club in Niagara Falls, Canada. Friday and Saturday, Eddie Bravo, myself. Should be fun. We've sold a bunch of tickets already. Would like to sell more. So come out and rock. We'll have a local comic opening. Then we will be doing stand-up and then answering all your questions about bisexual lizard people. And then
I have lots of questions.
yeah, you do have a lot of questions. And then October 3rd, I will be at the Brea Improv. I have George Perez, the Smash Brothers, Corey and Chad, Mike Catherwood from K-Rock, and then Mike Tully. So come out, grab your tickets now at brea.improv.com. That's it. Yay.
Yay.
That's in. Get in, get out, get
Guys, this is episode 300.
I
think that we
feels
should go
like
through
yesterday.
some of our favorite memories throughout the time. I recently saw The Spick, and I recently saw The Fat Man.
Fat Man is hanging out all the time.
Yeah,
And
I see him at all your.
He's there like yeah, he'll go to all of Sam's shows, and then
Yeah.
he's there like every Monday. He goes like once or twice a week. But who doesn't remember our oft forgotten and never launched buddy cop movie, The Fat Man and the Spick? It even had their own theme song. Remember, he always would play the theme song for it.
Yeah. Memories. God, I miss Renee. And fuck, we got stuck with Johnny, who's texting.
I'm texting a link to the show, you dick.
You dick.
He's
Johnny's
doing
really
his job.
on top of things.
Tweeting it.
He's doing his
not
job.
on top of anything. That was a great moment. The dildo corn episode probably is the highlight of this show, even though it isn't part of this 300. But it is my favorite when you had a dildo on your head.
I like fart funnel when you suck a fart out of Ari's asshole. That was a good one.
Why are you on the mic right now? Why are you on the mic? We're talking, and then we'll get to the fucking interns, okay?
fart
So
funnel
hold
was
the
nice.
fuck up. When you came in and then the chick talked about, what'd she talk about? Getting raped?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Out of
that.
nowhere?
What?
What, the
Yeah.
knife to the throat? Is that the same thing?
That's another chick. That's Renee's porn star, Hall of Fame.
Oh
winning
yeah, I forgot about
cousin
that.
Who was doing porn back when
He's
it
like,
meant
hey,
something.
you want to meet my cousin? She used to be a porn star, and we're like, absolutely.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
definitely
Yes, we
do.
do.
And then my question is, how many times he watched his cousin get boned?
Right.
Right?
Of course, that's your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be your
No,
question.
that's a good question.
No.
No, it's a
Thank
legitimate
you.
question. I said that's a
You're
of
welcome
course that's
back
your
on the
question.
show, Johnny. You're welcome back
Fart
on
funnel
the
was
show.
a good one for sure.
Fart funnel was not that great. It didn't get any views. Nobody
Classic.
cared. Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
How many views did it get, Johnny? He's lying.
The
Oh, it
best
got- it
was
got a lot of
duct
views, man.
taping, like the gift that kept on giving. Like, yeah, you're gonna get it because you have to suck a fart out of his ass. But me just strapping duct tape on Ari's hairy ass when he doesn't even think
Oh,
about having
yeah.
a.
I forgot.
Literally got his hairy ass waxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last
That
night
was a real aspects for hunger.
at Kill Tony, they had one of the Jackass guys on, which I can't recall, but.
Chris Pointier.
Yeah.
I saw it on Instagram.
And at the end of it, Jeremiah Watkins got his pubes and asshole waxed.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I've been watching Jeremiah lately. He's been doing really well.
Oh yeah, of course.
I've been very impressed with his sets lately, man. And I'm just like, that's Comedy Store. That's like when you get that Comedy Store magic.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get now because there's so many people. There's not as
You
many
got to
spots.
find opportunities. You got to do characters in other people's show. I just did this. Punky Johnson just shot this really funny like pilot, and she's like, "Hey, I want you to do a thing." And like, I was literally there on the fly. I was just creating a character.
That's
You
great.
know what I mean? And then at the end of it, she's like, "Hey, nigga, you got to be doing that shit more. Like, I want to make that a permanent character." I'm like, "You have to do that though."
Dude, when you get called
Like-
the N word by a black person,
But
that's
Punky
the seal of
says that
approval.
to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to do that. Like that's what Jeremiah did in Kill Tony. He's like, okay, I don't get a lot of spots here. I'm gonna create a spot. So
Yeah.
you got to do that if you want to bang at the store. You have to create your own opportunities.
Yeah,
when you get those little ones, you got to do what you can to make them bigger.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Breaking news: Ari Shaffir.
Okay, Ari,
Yeah.
breaking news.
Fuck Jeremiah.
Whoa, that is breaking news. That is.
That is breaking news.
So I was watching Jeremiah and Regan. Is that his name? Right?
Yeah, Pat Regan.
Pat Regan. That is going to be one of the most funny dynamics to watch because one guy's literally like a devout Christian and the other one is just a madman. And you watch them on stage and their energies are so totally different. I mean, it totally kills. Like they're like, dude, they got something really good and it could go really far. But just watching the dynamics of them is going to be the best part of watching that show because it will eventually blow up.
Kill Tony?
No, Regan and Watkins.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really funny to watch.
They have like an
man.
album coming out.
Dude, they're really good. And so I'm doing the Ice House.
It's called Tenacious D Cup.
Yeah, is it?
No.
But it's funny, dude. And so I get hit up by Jeremiah. Hey, dude, can I go up before you because I gotta get to the improv? I'm like, sure, Jeremiah, you can go up. And then all of a sudden I see it's the whole show, and I'm like, fuck, why'd I let fucking Cirque du Soleil go on right before me?
Because they're going to expect that now, the audience.
Oh yeah, and then just old man Sam walking up there. They're just like 20,
"Where's your
30-year-old
prop?"
guys doing jokes about butt sex, and girls are like, oh, it's so funny. And I go up talking about butt sex. People are calling cops because I'm a registered sex offender. But it was funny to fucking watch, dude. I thought they were great. And that's my commentary. So those are my comics to watch for this week, everybody.
A new segment.
New segment, everybody.
Who has been the best guest we've had here in 300 episodes? What do you guys think?
Oh,
Sports fan, obviously. In the
Sports
top
fan's
10.
very popular. Mickey Gall is probably pretty popular. I mean, when you factor in, I don't want to say Punch Drunk made Mickey Gall,
Yeah.
but
No, I'll say that. I was just thinking that actually, that he was nothing without us.
he was a fan of our show
Who
before
knew
he
about
signed.
him?
He was a fan of our show before he signed with the UFC. He
Yeah.
was calling into us when he was on that Making a Fighter
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Well, because I called Dana and said, you got to take this guy.
Yeah.
And Dana he didn't want to at first. And I was like, please, Mr. Dana White, please
Yeah.
give me a shot.
Yeah.
Ari's
Give me a
so
shot.
powerful.
I told Rogan, I go, Rogan, you got to see this guy fight. And he goes, who are you? And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. What did you guys think about the Elon Musk shit? We talked about it at the party on Saturday.
I
but-
feel so bad for that guy.
Why? Dude, please make
the
me
guy
a
can't-
billionaire.
The guy can't do anything. He can't have any fun. You know, I mean,
That's
what-
called
you
being
lose
a billionaire.
You lose
That's
your
called-
entire life.
So awful.
That's called being a billionaire.
having $1 billion fucking dollars and get
Why are they?
subsidized
People
by
are
the
so
government.
shitty to that guy, though.
Fuck
I mean,
you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Who, Johnny or Elon?
Johnny.
I think this is just
fuck me.
autistic feeling for autistic. Is that what this is?
it might be. It might be.
Why can't
But do you,
robot have
wait,
fun?
do you think it was he shouldn't have smoked pot on Rogan?
I think he's personally trying to tank the prices so he could buy it.
Okay. See, that's
Ooh, good conspiracy theory.
Well,
I
that's
like
my
that.
opinion.
That's not even really a conspiracy. I did a podcast yesterday. and
Oh shit!
With a-
Congrats.
I did a podcast yesterday with the
Oh,
I'm
thank you
uncomfortable.
for the high five, Ari.
with but there was a guy on there that was like a financial guy, that's what he did. He worked for like NASDAQ for like 8 years, and he
Yeah.
goes, he's not in trouble for smoking pot and for drinking one shot of whiskey in an hour, which both things are legal in this place. And by the way, he smoked weed like an 8th grader. Like there's a part of him like
He was like,
yeah, he totally
like
did.
like an 8th grader that was
Yeah,
hanging out with
yeah,
high
yeah,
school
yeah,
kids, and he's
yeah.
like, I smoke dope too.
Immediately
And he's like,
exhaled. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Do that more in
And
a
then
robot voice. That'll be better. Do it.
and then gave
Johnny talk?
gave it back to Rogan, and then Rogan smoked the entire thing.
Yeah.
And then, so
What-
I don't know what he did that's wrong, but the guy that was on this show with me was like exactly what you're saying, which isn't even really a conspiracy. He was talking about going private. Which
Yeah.
I'm going to buy all this.
Yeah.
And now that's why the SC is looking at him.
Yeah.
And then smokes weed and does a shot of whiskey in an
Yeah.
hour. And then like the guy that quit was the H&R guy quit.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Like, this is my, you know what I mean? It's like some kid pukes in the fucking hallway at high school and the janitor's like, I'm out. Somebody
Yeah.
else clean that up.
Yep.
That's what that
The
is.
front page of CNN the next day though was like, "Does Elon need help?"
Yeah.
Can I, can I just tell you this though? Here's
Please.
what they're really thinking about.
Counting his
As
money.
hold on. As a Jew, talk about stocks.
Yes.
Okay, true.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Dan.
No problem, dude. No
That is
problem.
that is
Yeah.
quite
The
Jew.
legit part of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jew or false.
On the release of his new car, way behind. He's asked for 2 extensions, and people are like, "What's going on?" He's complained. He's cried in interviews before, saying the pressure's getting to me. This is a guy who's kind of like Mitzi, where he is the company.
Yes.
He's not just like the CEO. He is the company.
Good example.
So he's behind on stuff. He's crying, and now he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try smoking weed. And people at this point are going, "Hey, we better jump off this ship.
Yeah.
I don't know where this guy's going. It's fine if he wants to smoke pot. That's not who I want leading my fucking multi-billion-dollar corporation. He's flailing down into this path of self-discovery, and that's great if he wants to fucking go to Thailand for 5 months. But it ain't gonna be great for my stocks."
Yeah.
So Steve Jobs ran Apple without a liver for like 3 years. Why he smokes a joint and everybody's
Well,
freaking out?
the
I don't
thing
get
is
it.
that
just gave you the
Apple
concept.
produced. You know, this guy is, if according to the Jew Weekly over here, okay, isn't delivering on what he's supposed to deliver on. That's when people start getting nervous, and then there's a chance that this Star Force is a direct, like, oh fuck
Space
this
Force?
guy. You know, yeah, Space Force.
Fucking Rick Ingram stopped smoking weed because he wasn't doing well in his life. Elon Musk is not doing well, and now he's starting to smoke pot.
I don't think he smoked pot.
Nah.
I mean, it didn't
And
look like
also
it
it's
didn't
like-
look like he smoked pot. If you watched it,
It was just like
he didn't cough.
no,
he didn't cough,
cough,
but he looked like. Did that look real?
He's like Bill Clinton. He didn't inhale, and he got blown by a fat chick. And then he's
He
dating
exhaled
fucking
immediately.
Amber Heard. Is he still dating that fucking soul sucker?
No.
Who?
Wait.
Who
They
is?
Wait.
broke up.
Yeah, they broke.
Who?
Elon Musk is dating Amber Heard.
He was. Like right after she just scorched the earth with Johnny Depp and just completely ruined him. Like that woman's vagina is voodoo. Whatever, any man that enters that fucking cave of death, okay, your shit will go to even worse. It will go like wherever bad you are, it's even worse.
It's so weird that Amber Heard went from multi-millionaire Johnny Depp to inventor Elon Musk. She's a Renaissance woman. She likes so many different things.
And all of them involve
I know.
fat cash, homeboy.
She has a type. I'll just
She
say
has
that.
a type,
She has
rich
a
as
type.
fuck.
Like I like Jewish girls with big tits. You like black strippers that have cocaine in their butthole. Johnny
light
likes
skin.
guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Not true.
Yeah, for sure.
Ari likes women that can take a punch. We all have a type.
Yeah.
You gotta get what you're into. Nanny, shut the fuck up.
Didn't speak.
Here we go.
Aaron likes women that aren't his wife. We get it. Everybody has a thing.
Here we go. Check it out over there.
What is he? Is
He
like
smells it.
And
What?
Yeah, it's a blunt.
as
It's
an
a split.
autistic man.
No, I thought it was a split. It's a blunt.
As an artistic guy, tell us what he's thinking right now.
He didn't even breathe it in.
No, he
He
didn't.
didn't. I don't know. It's not, I try.
He just tasted it like a fucking cigar. He didn't even breathe it in.
A cigar. You
He's a
know?
dork.
Yeah, of course he is, dude. He came up with PayPal, which was an amazing idea, and it just blew up.
Self-landing rockets.
Peter Thielen.
That dude, self-landing rockets.
That's true.
I like how on PayPal he goes, listen, if you're using this for goods or services, you got to give me 3%. But if you're just sending it to a friend, then that's free.
Yeah.
Please be honest.
I think he found it the other one,
Okay.
actually. It was Peter
Oh,
Thielen.
Ari, I need your
Peter
address
Thiel would be
again
good.
for some cash. I forgot to send it to you. I need your address. Can you email it? Thank you.
My PayPal address?
No, I'm not PayPaling. Unless you want taxes
Yeah,
taken
just
out of
tell-
this.
just
I'm
say
fine.
it. Just say it on air
yeah,
right
just
now.
tell us,
Ari.
Just email me it. Unless I could send it to you on PayPal, but
Just
they're going to
say-
take a giant chunk if you're fine with that.
Say it on air.
Any other
That's it.
business we want to get
151
sorted out
First
right
Avenue.
I don't know. I can't hear it. Just text it to me, dude.
It's 151 First Avenue.
Okay,
number
dude.
49.
I'm just going to send
Why
over.
is he giving his address?
Be cool, because I asked him to, and he's a
151
man.
Avenue, Number 49.
I can't
New
hear
York
you.
City.
I can't hear you.
What's your gate code?
Can you really not hear me?
I can't.
Well, how'd you respond to that then?
What?
151 First Avenue, number 49.
I am working. I don't have time to.
You're
write
the
it down.
one that brought it up. What are you talking about?
Johnny, you've used up all your talking tokens. So shut up.
Ari, what's your gate code at the door, though? If you want to get in, if you don't have a key, what
You
would
just got to
that?
buzz all the doors
Good question.
until somebody lets you in to steal packages.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what's the door guy's name so I can just say, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? That's his name. Hey, what's up?
Hermone.
Man, what a wonderful time to be alive, guys. There's a lot of great shit going on, and you can see it all live thanks to our good friends at SeatGeek. SeatGeek for all of your ticketing needs. Whatever you're going to see, man. Whatever you're going to see. Is it concerts? I just saw Alice in Chains live.
Hey, Sam, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many tickets in one place?
What's that?
How many tickets are in one place?
A lot of them. There's a lot of
Johnny,
tickets in
Johnny,
one
can you give me
place.
the answer to that?
Millions of tickets
right.
in one place. Millions of tickets. There's that many tickets in the world, and they're all available at SeatGeek. Concerts.
My sister just got tickets on SeatGeek. She went to the
Tebow's
forum
sister.
to see. She went to go see the Game of Thrones orchestra.
Oh, that's got to be great.
Said it was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was Star
That's
Wars.
Superman.
But
That was
okay,
Superman,
so
yeah.
whatever it is. You can go see
but
that.
That's also music. You were right. It's
that's
music.
I just saw Alice in Chains. They totally rock. The first four songs, I'm like, where are you guys going with this? Where are you guys going with this?
Was like new stuff or something?
It was like it was their old stuff, but it wasn't any of the like the ones that they're known for.
Yeah.
The first four, I'm like, oh, dude, this might be a little rough. And then at the end, they were just throttling, dude. It was like some bucket list shit. They hear like Wood and then Rooster, bam. But man, it was. But you know what? The tickets were cheap thanks to SeatGeek. Go to SeatGeek, download the app. Right? Go download the app. Put in the promo code PunchDrunk and get what? Jason,
Dude,
20.
the Rams look good.
You get $20 off your
Yes.
first purchase. Hey man, let's say your MLB team is out of the playoffs, like a lot of them, except for
Yours is not. Mine's not.
No.
Mine's not either.
But if they are,
Mine's not yet.
well, our tickets would be pretty expensive. You can get $20 off. But let's say you're a fan of some shitty team like the Pittsburgh Pirates, or I don't know, the Seattle Mariners. Guess what? $5 tickets. Get 2 of those, free.
Whoa,
Free.
really?
Free.
Wow. SeatGeek really has it going, so it's very simple.
And all their tickets are guaranteed. You're not going to get ripped off by some scumbag or shyster or some Russian trying to fix the system.
Yes.
Their tickets are guaranteed.
So true, dude.
Buy
so
them,
true.
you have nothing to worry about.
So true, dude.
NFL's in full swing.
Yeah. Go
Great.
grab those tickets right now. You
Yep.
want to see the Rams rock? You want to see the Raiders rock? You want to see whatever?
One of those things happened last night.
You can see Marlins at Mets, $4.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
$4. That means SeatGeek owes you.
Did I call this? I called the shot. I called the shot. No, you could go, if it's a doubleheader, go to both games, and it's still free.
Yeah,
There is a
dude.
doubleheader today in Washington.
I don't know
SeatGeek
who would
does
want to
not-
go to that,
SeatGeek
but
does not owe you $16. That was just a joke. They do not owe you $16. So go.
Johnny, cut that out.
Johnny, could you timestamp that? Cut that out.
Nets have a doubleheader in
SeatGeek.com or
Philly
SeatGeek
today.
app. And
Get the
please-
app. Don't even
get
go to the
Get
website.
the app.
What are you
Get
going to do?
the
Carry
app.
your laptop around like
Get the app.
like Elon Musk? Get the
Yeah.
app.
What are you gonna not
Get the
smoke
fucking
weed?
app.
Come on, man. Get the app. SeatGeek loves you, and we love SeatGeek.
Sam, ask Elon Musk what he thinks about SeatGeek.
Elon Musk, real quick, what do you think about SeatGeek?
That is a fantastic question. As I pontificate about I don't even really. I imagine that's a fantastic service, but I don't need $23. Perhaps after smoking this, I might need $23. Thank you, Sam.
And that's Elon Musk loving SeatGeek, even though he doesn't need $20. Thank you, SeatGeek. All right, dude, let's get into it. Last night, Raiders looked good.
For a
except
quarter.
For a half.
For a
For
quarter.
one half, we were Super Bowl champions.
Oh, that's a big leap for.
Well, we were beating the best team in the league.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, the Rams aren't the best team.
Rams are probably best team in the league.
I would
Thank
say
you,
the Eagles.
guy who
Rams-
knows
The Eagles
everything.
are the best team.
But the Rams do what they do. I mean, that's exactly. The Rams are like a Lennox Lewis, a boxer with a great jab. You might get a good shot in on him in the first, second, third round, but you're just taking that fucking jab. Like if you look, they are built for playoff football.
Yeah.
They're built for the fourth quarter. That defense is great, and fucking Gurley just wears you down. I mean, Goff threw 10 passes in the first half. 10 passes in the first half. They don't have to throw. They'll take these shots, but all of Gurley's 4-yard runs in the first half are 16-yard runs in the second half. Because now that jab is now your fucking face is swollen from that jab. That's what they're going to do all year long. They lose Gurley, they're a different team. But man, they just wear you down. If you know how you beat the Rams? You're up somehow 24-3 at halftime. And you're going to win, 31 to fucking 20.
Yeah.
You got to get up so big that they can't come back because they're
Right.
going to wear you down
Right.
that second half.
Dude,
Sam.
it's
When
an
it was
all-star-
10
it's
10-7
an all-star team.
10-7 at halftime?
It was 13-10.
13-10. Okay, it's a 3-point game. When it was 13-10
Yeah,
at
but
halftime,
that's-
I'm like,
in the NFL, halftime doesn't mean anything. It's the teams that wear other teams down. They end up winning the second half.
that's what I'm saying. When it was a
Hey,
3-point
dude,
game at
Ari?
halftime, I'm like, the Rams are going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Ari, thank you for taking what Tebow just said and just making it more Jewy. Thank you for that. That you literally just said what he just said.
Yeah,
right
but-
there.
I'll ignore tone and I'll say thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Do you still think the Raiders make the playoffs?
Hey, dude, we weren't expected to win. The fact that we had a decent first half, I'll take it.
Marshawn Lynch may be my
Not
favorite
an
player in the
answer to my
NFL.
question, but okay.
Marshawn Lynch might be that touchdown he scored was awesome.
Yeah.
Where was this? Where was it? LA or
No, it was in
Oakland.
the shittiest stadium in the world.
The shit we played in the shittiest stadium in baseball.
Yeah.
the Rose
In
Bowl?
baseball. It's the worst stadium.
There was like 2 different times,
Bowl.
like Cooper Kupp, who's sure-handed, was like running backwards and trying to catch a pass, and then it's like now he's into the fucking dirt and he's on like third
Second base, yeah.
and just slips in the dirt.
So
and
dumb.
like dropped it. So many
Billions
times.
of dollars, and they can't get
Why
him off
are
of
you
a baseball
looking
field.
at me?
Oh,
It's your team.
I have a good bag of bets I'd like to discuss
Nope.
with you guys.
This is good. Yeah.
This is good though. Loser has to get a Mark Davis haircut. Thank you, Aaron.
No, I don't know who this is. So
Pull it up. This guy is a billionaire. His father was a billionaire. Died. He inherited the Raiders. Has so much money it's retarded.
He doesn't have.
This
that
is the
much
haircut
money.
you get when nobody can tell you anything.
Yep. Bam.
Ooh.
It's like dumb. It's like
Fuck. He looks like a retard.
it looks like Eric Marino's audition tape for Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dumb and Dumber for sure.
Yeah, look at that, dude. I mean, whoever cuts that hair has to be like, should I say something?
So I heard last night.
bad.
I can't recall who said this, but I heard last night
Those bangs.
that he flies. He flies
So
to
weird.
Florida to get his haircut by one person and one person only.
No, dude.
The only person
No.
who would do
Like-
that is somebody.
like that takes
That
talent.
makes
It's
no
like trying
sense.
to find a woman to shit on you.
You are telling me that makes no sense. The moon is hollow is telling me that makes no sense.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
That he has a personal barber
God.
that he only goes to Florida to do that.
No, because the rumor before that was they drove 100 miles to get this haircut every week in this beat up old car.
I think who told me that. Oh, Mark Davis told me that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense to me either. But that's something a guy like that would do. And he still drives the same Caravan.
Yeah. And he drives it to like supposedly 100 miles away once a week to get his fucking hair done.
But I'm saying you're that rich, and the guy. Look at that. That's great.
Is he married?
I don't know who would marry that.
Well, I know, but people like money.
Yeah, I think that's
you
Fight
imagine
Nanny
that-
going, hey, give me a shot at the title
I
right
would
there.
not.
Would you let him fuck you for?
No.
If
Yeah,
he
you
was
would
super
for
rich?
$1 billion.
Excuse me.
You let people hump you for nothing.
I love my baby daddy. Why do I need
Oh
somebody
yeah,
else?
he's got a wife, all right.
He does?
Oh,
Let's
what
see
a
her.
smoke show!
What?
What a shocker!
How does she let him get that haircut?
That's insane.
You
Yeah,
know why?
that's a good point.
She hates him and doesn't give a fuck, and she's just waiting for a
Yeah,
check.
that's true because we like care about how you guys
Yeah.
dress and stuff.
I
Yeah,
bet.
she
I bet
doesn't
she's
care
like,
at all.
hey, let's do. Every time they fuck, she goes, you know what really turns me on when I wear a blindfold.
Yeah. No, she's probably. It's like when you date a girl and she starts
What?
feeding you, so you get fat and you become unfuckable.
What? That's his wife?
That's crazy.
He's dressed like Miami Vice in that photo. Look at that fucking white
Dude,
suit.
you don't get to that level and
Look
not
at-
bang that type of strength.
That was
Oh, of course,
Crockett
yeah.
and Scrubs right there.
Crockett and Scrubs.
Damn. I would love to be their pool boy because he's fucking spraying her down.
Dude, the language. The language. Yeah, so I'm pretty optimistic. I'm
Here's
really
Mark
excited.
Davis with a work criminal. Cool.
What's that? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I hate that fucking dude.
That's Sam's team and Sam's best buddy.
We,
Sam's two best friends right there, hanging out, making plans, knocking down buildings.
So I guess Oakland is suing the Raiders right now. And so next year's like where they play is up for grabs.
Because
There's
their
somewhat-
stadium's not going to be done. Did you see the footage of your stadium? It's
No.
a hole right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. There's zero chance that's going to be ready next year. And they have no lease with Oakland next year. Because they were supposed to be Oakland 2 years and then Vegas. There's zero chance that stadium's going to be done.
They'll just move them to San Francisco where the 49ers play because that's built for two teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they'll probably end up playing next
That's
year.
that's the most logical thing.
Yeah, and then they'll move to. I mean, God, I wish they just moved the fucking Chargers to Vegas. The Chargers have no chance, literally for about 20 years.
Didn't sell out game one.
That's
for
what
20
that's a
years.
live view right there.
Okay, that's your stadium right there. It is a hole with
Looking good, dude.
Right across
Looking
from Mandalay
good.
Bay, huh?
It's a star.
It's right on the 15. It's right across the
It's a
street
good
from the
location.
Luxor.
Visualize it. You can make it happen.
It's right across the street
You
from
can
the
see
Luxor.
the Mandalay Bay sign in that photo. It's like right there.
I mean,
So good.
it'll be nice. I'm just saying it's not going to be. That is not going to be done
Well,
in
to
300
be-
days.
to be
You
fair, they
never
can-
know.
they can
You
get
want
a
a
lot-
bag of bets that?
No, I don't.
I wouldn't either.
They can get a lot more done in the fall and winter than they can in the summer out there.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Aaron. Thank you, man. And the truth is that this is Vegas, and they build shit fast. We've been building fucking casinos forever. So when we put our mind to it, we can do it. Vegas strong.
It won't be done.
It's fine. I'm
No,
fine.
but
I'm not
but you're
worried
gonna.
about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be done.
I'm more concerned about
LA.
why the Chargers
LA, I don't think will be done next year.
think it's a good idea to be in this. I mean, like, it is a horrible idea. See, you can look at the Clippers and go, look how long it's taken them to get any kind.
30,000 seats. they couldn't sell out game one.
Yeah, they're fucked, man.
They're-
It's the worst business idea I've ever. Oh, the thing, they just jump blah 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 to this.
And they're a good team.
Yeah,
They're a good team, and they don't have the fan base.
They're a good team.
leaving San Diego was the dumbest thing they ever did, dude. It was so dumb.
Well,
I hate-
San Diego did that. It's not the chart. I mean, they were forced out.
They should.
I beg to differ.
Oh, controversy!
No,
Controversy!
the ownership held the city ransom and they bolted
Well, they voted on
look at Bunny
not
over
building
there.
a new stadium. They
Yeah,
voted
yeah.
on not building a new stadium.
because they
but
wanted billions of dollars.
Yeah, that's why they should be in Vegas.
They have
It should
terrible
be
ownership.
The Vegas Chargers. It should be the Vegas Chargers.
We
So
mean
Vegas gets 2 teams?
No, and then we should be in LA.
Oh,
It should be the Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim.
Oh, dude.
yeah. I hated that.
That was so stupid.
That was so
hey,
dumb.
was so
I
dumb.
have I have a crazy prediction. Sam's crazy predictions.
Okay.
I like that you backed off.
I know.
I'm like, that was great. Okay.
I believe that the Buffalo Bills are tanking it so that they can move to Toronto right now. That's my honest opinion. Watching what they're doing right now and how much dead cap space they have. When I've watched this happen before with the St. Louis Rams when they field a shit team, and then I saw Seattle do it with the Supersonics when they purposely fucking super tanked it so nobody went to the games. And how Buffalo's operating right now is so dumb that it has to be almost purposeful. That is my opinion, because that area is shrinking in terms of population, which means it's a smaller pool to pull from. And Toronto is
They
a
have
wonderful.
such a good fan base, though.
I'm telling you, dude, look how much the Seattle Supersonics, how much they love that fucking team.
They
man.
left Cleveland, man. Cleveland had a great fan base.
I
They
think,
fucking
dude,
bailed on
I
Cleveland.
think they are fucking tanking it and the team just got sold, and the new owner's like, no, we're gonna keep the team here. Yeah, you don't. Yeah. I mean,
Brought in new leadership to new coaches, GM.
I think that, and it's close enough to Buffalo that some people will be like, "Fuck, okay, I'll go."
I think like there's this new model that like the Rams are doing, the Eagles are doing, the Browns are doing, where it's like when you have a rookie quarterback, when you have a guy that's going to make $30 million a year in 5 years on a 4-year for $7 million contract. So you have all this cap space because one of your marquee players, he's going to break the bank in 4 years. That's where you get your 4-year window.
Yeah.
That's how the Rams defense is stacked as fuck because they don't, in 4 years when they have
Eagles
to
too,
pony
man.
up for Goff and fucking Wentz
Eagles.
and all those guys, when you have to pony up in 4 years, their Rams defense is going to implode. They might lose Gurley. You know what I mean?
Think so?
Well,
Can't pay everybody, man.
you can't pay everybody. So all these teams that are good have these rookie quarterbacks playing for low money, superstars playing for low money, and then they can afford to pay all these crazy people. I think that's what the Bills are doing.
The only other
I
model
think
is
the Bills,
what Seattle
now
did,
that they got their
getting
rookie
lucky.
quarterback, next 2 years they're just going to throw crazy money at
Dude,
everybody.
they have
bad, dude.
so much dead money.
Josh
dude.
Allen looked bad, man.
So
Looked
much
really
because
bad.
that
Yeah, they got
O-line
thrown to the wolves, though.
sucks.
But he came. Yeah, their offensive line sucks. But he came into the game down
Do you
big
wanna
anyway. He
get
didn't even
Do you
start.
want to David Carr your quarterback?
That's
though?
why I
mean, do you
think,
wanna-
dude, and it starts with
Why would they wanna
them
kill their future
fucking
quarterback?
sitting fucking Tyrod or Tayrod or whatever his Rod name is,
Tyrod.
against the
Tyrod.
Rams
Tyrod.
when they were a playoff team, and they're like, no, we're going to sit them. And then they still made the playoffs, but it was like, what are you doing? Why are you tanking this? It's like so hard to make the fucking playoffs, and you fucking purposely fucking sit this guy? And it's just like, I just got the same sense I get when I was watching the NFL when I was watching the Rams in St. Louis, when they purposely didn't field a team. And then Seattle was the same thing. They purposely tanked it. And that's all that dead money, you fucking sign somebody. How many people did they sign and then let go or trade? It just makes no sense.
Everybody's team lost on the show except for
Mine.
Johnny's. And Johnny beat you, Ari.
I know.
Dallas
man.
looked bad,
I
bro.
personally
They
beat
look
you.
bad. They look bad. 15 carries for fucking Ezekiel Elliott. What's going on?
I'm going to make a prediction.
Dude, Dak is
The
overrated.
Cowboys are leaving
I-
Dallas. No, I'm like,
There's nobody. Cowboys are
Jason
moving to
Garrett's an idiot,
Vegas. Cowboys to Vegas makes a lot of sense. The Cowboys are easy to scheme against.
Yeah.
You
Garrett's
stop
not a good
Ezekiel
coach.
Elliott, win the game.
What does he have on Jerry Jones that he keeps getting to come back every year?
Dude, he's got this
Something.
picture of basically
Him, a Russian hooker peeing on him.
Yeah, for sure.
On him and Trump.
Guys, I got another prediction. Are you guys ready? The running back for the Giants will be the next Barry Sanders. There you go. Put it out there.
Who's good?
He didn't just look good. Dude, you see that guy
But if you
moves
take away
differently
that,
than everybody.
yeah, he looks great. But I mean, if you take away that one 60-yard touchdown, he had an okay game. That one touchdown put him over the top. But the same thing with Gurley last night.
Yeah, but dude, this kid moves differently. Like everybody else, it's like when I talk about like Steph Curry or Kyrie Irving versus like everybody else.
They
score
throwback.
so easily.
He's a
like
throwback.
It's fluid. It's like Russell Westbrook pound the ball. Everything's rough and tough. Like every other running back, it's like hard yards. This kid, boom, he just moves at a different speed than everybody else.
The Bills, by the way, they have $7 million in cap space, $53 million in dead money.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
$53 million.
It makes no sense, man.
That's
Literally like, dude, that's creepy shit that you're doing right there. And it would make sense. You tank that.
That's 53 out of $127 million.
Right, dude?
Cap. That's almost half their cap.
That's not even smart.
That's just a bad GM.
Unless that's what you're trying to do. But those are my two big predictions. I really like
it. I like them.
Thank you.
Cowboys may be.
Who's the worst
They're
team?
bad, man. They're a bad
The
team.
worst team.
I mean, it's hard to say after week one. I mean, the Bills look pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bills.
The Lions look pretty bad last night.
I feel so bad for the Lions.
Cardinals.
I feel
Cardinals
so bad
look
for
bad.
them. Dude, I mean, like this, when the other team's saying they know your signals, and you're a brand new coach, and they know your signals?
Talking about the Lions?
Yeah.
They look bad. And he's a defensive coach.
And
their defense looked like garbage.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you can just tell there's some hirings they got to be like, oh, man.
The Browns. It
We
was
are
a crazy day.
fucked.
It was a crazy day at Red Zone, one of the longest days we've had because the Steelers game goes to overtime and then is a tie. The poor Browns. Looks like they're going to beat their rival and finally get a win. And you know when they get a win, everybody at the stadium gets free beer. They have these
Really?
They have these big beer things that are locked up in chains, and whenever they finally get a win, they're going to unchain them, and then everybody gets free beer. So I would imagine
That
everybody.
beer's got to be stale by
Did
now,
you see
right?
they had this bottom line, this lower third that said 0, 0, and 1. Browns' best start since 2004. That's amazing. How bad are you?
I wish I would have seen that. That's hilarious.
2004.
So
Dude.
they play to a tie, so that game goes forever. The longest game in the history of the NFL happened Sunday, which was the Titans and Miami.
Yeah.
In Miami. They play the first quarter. It's a morning game. They
Right.
play the first quarter, 2-hour delay because of lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
The late games start. This game hasn't even come back on yet. Then they restart the first quarter. They get to the second quarter, another hour delay. That game was still on when all of the afternoon games ended. So it started at 10 o'clock.
Did you guys stick around?
I mean, that was the last game, so we didn't have to stick around for that, but it made us go late because if that game wasn't still going, we would have bounced. But we had to wait for every game to end, and that was still going. So whenever there's one game left, that's when we wrap. But
Little fantasy football review. Sam, you won. You beat Steve Renazizi.
I got
125,
hammered.
120.
hammered.
On
You-
9/11, that feels pretty good.
You lost to Olatosin Fashusi, 99-60.
Who did?
Jason.
Who lost?
Jason did. I won. I beat Josh Martin, 129-71.
That's you. That was the luck.
And the Chad Zumox, Cleveland Faggots, won 113-104.
Dude, that is unbelievable.
The dude drafted like
What
three
is the
kickers.
number? Can we get Chad to call in? Because we were just pounding on
Oh,
him.
we're about a minute away from a very special
Okay.
happy 300 episode call. But then we should get Zoom in to call him. He literally had one of the worst drafts you would ever know.
Ever.
Was he just not trying?
He never played fantasy football. We had to
Somebody
get him in.
calling in?
Let's take a call. Episode 300.
Let's take a call for episode 300. Welcome to Punch Drunk.
Hello?
Hello.
Who do we have
Bill
on the
Burr
line?
calling.
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. the godfather of all things comedy.
300th episode to
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Happy 300 episode to you. You guys are like one of the original podcasts. You're part of the first wave.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate
300.
it.
We've only broken up 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sure to continue walking around so I just go in and out the entire time.
Perfect.
Add to the specialness of this episode.
Perfect for Punch Drunk.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we roll.
Have you guys ever had a caller before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
One of them is a host, actually. So.
Yeah. One of them's in New York right now, Ari Shaffir.
Yeah.
All right.
Bill, did you watch a lot of the NFL this week?
Yes, I did. I watched the Patriots game. I saw some of the highlights. Obviously saw Aaron Rodgers, and I watched some of the Rams Raiders last night.
Dude, what a fucking baller is goddamn Aaron Rodgers.
I know. My buddy texted me, said, "Oh no, man, Aaron Rodgers grabbed his knee. That looks like a season ender, and all that." And that guy is just he's a beast. He's a beast. Like he's the Tom Brady of the NFC.
That is what he is. That's exactly what he is.
Shut up.
I think that's exactly right. He's the Tom Brady of the NFC. It's like those are the two you don't want to fuck with.
In week 1, to not just sit out the rest of the game.
They're down 20-0. He goes on a cart, comes back, and you're like, is that fucking guy back? And now he's limping around just throwing fucking frozen ropes.
Well, can you imagine the Bears fans? I mean, good Lord, what more can they go through? And you know what's funny is like how they just, in my entire life, have never been able to draft the right guy at the quarterback position. And to watch the Packers go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, it's very rare that, like look at the Dolphins. Like once Dan Marino left, they're still waiting for their next guy to go.
Yeah.
You got to do what the Colts do is when your guy gets old, what you do is don't let him play, and then you tank the whole season.
Yeah.
So you're in a position to draft, and then nobody calls you out on cheating.
Right.
And then what you do is you hire a guy and get Tom Brady suspended for an underinflated ball. That's the way you're supposed to do it. And the Bears just can't seem to get that. They just can't seem to get the memo on that.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Jets game at all? I mean, Donalds looks fucking great, and then Cleveland goes with Mayfield, who still might be pretty good, but Donald looks like the real deal, dude. I mean, like you throw a pick six on your first pass
ever, and then you had to be like, he had to shit his pants when he did that. He's like, uh-oh.
And then, dude, they just come back and put 40 on like the Detroit Lions, where their coach is like a defensive specialist. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have a worse.
I can't go ESPN here and watch a guy play one game and be like, that's what he's going to do for the next 15.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a promising start. I remember, Sanchez, after 3 games, my buddy calling me up saying, hey, that guy's a star. He's out there. He's seeing things and all this. And the Jets have a history of fans have a history of getting really excited. So I got to be honest with you. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy the last, I don't know how many seasons we're going to have with Brady and Belichick. And I just kind of, we're obviously,
I mean,
90% through the tank at this point. So
it's got to be 1 or 2 more seasons.
How many you think?
1 or 2, maybe. I mean, after this, maybe next year and the year after, maybe at the most. I mean, he's 41 now.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
He still looks great though, as long as he doesn't get hits. His wife made some sort of comment about him, getting concussions, and I think he did all those quarterback sneaks maybe are on 4th and 1 that he's done. He's probably done 1,000 of those.
So good at that.
Maybe that's starting. He is, but he got hit really hard this past game, and that's when it finally dawned on him, because I don't remember Tom taking too many big hits, but then I just watched him sneaking the ball. I'm like, maybe that's where it is. But Pat's had a hell of a run. I don't know how many more we can have out of it. So
it's crazy.
If I was a Jet fan, I would be excited, because when Tom and Belichick leave, obviously we're going to go back to being the Patriots that I grew up with.
They were the worst team.
Yeah, they were awful.
Well, it wasn't that they just stunk. It's that then we just had like all these just embarrassing the Olsen woman, the poor reporter was in the locker room, and they said all this sexist crap to her. We just had a lot of that.
That's just Boston,
Just
though.
sort of ineptness.
Would you
What's that?
Hey,
That's just Boston.
Did you just say that's just really? If you've shown what? Have you gone on the road? That's kind of everywhere.
Oh yeah, but that's true too.
would you say Boston is
one busing scandal, and we get lumped in with everybody down south. I've always loved how they act like all the racism and all the idiocy in the world is either in Boston or down south. It's become a comedian and go on the road.
Right.
Everywhere.
Hey, would you say Boston is the only city that it's Mount Rushmore of sports is 3/4 white? I mean, you got Tom Brady, right?
Bird.
Bird. Bobby Orr, right? And then it would be what? Bill Russell is would be the fourth one.
American city, anyway. Like in
What
Canada,
about
they're all white.
Ted Williams.
Oh.
Dude, there's too many.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baseball.
There's
Ted Williams for
Bill
sure.
Russell, Ted Williams, Carl Yastrzemski, Larry Bird.
Yeah, a lot of white guys.
amazing.
Bobby Orr, Ray Bork.
Yep,
I mean,
Pedro
we've had
Martinez.
Tom Brady. We've had
David Ortiz.
some Pedro Martinez, great one. Big Poppy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, there's too many to name.
Yeah.
So interesting. So, do you watch any tennis at all?
I used to watch it. I haven't watched it in recent times. I thought that whole Serena thing was hilarious. So.
I just
I love how people are claiming it's racism, and then you look at the chick she's playing, and she's also black.
yeah. Well, that is true.
Well, no, I think also when what they were saying was happening. They got busted. He was giving her signals, which I think they all do. It's not like she was taking steroids. It was just like the guy was, giving her a couple little pointers. He got busted, and I just thought it was hilarious to do the whole, I'm a mother, I would never stop.
Yeah. Then it just becomes
I
that.
mean,
I'm
it's
fighting
kind
for
of a
all
video.
women's rights.
Oh,
it's like,
unbelievable.
bitch, you're playing tennis.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
The whole thing was funny.
the
The
sisters
whole thing
fought.
was kind of funny. I don't think it was that big of a deal that everybody made out of it. And then, but she definitely, blew the bugle, and all these social justice people came running to then talk and then to examine this poor umpire who's literally just doing his job. He busted you getting signals from your coach.
Yeah.
I respect that she denied it, and it was funny that she brought her kid into it. But at the end of the day, people are still just, if that was a guy doing it, what would have happened? And it's always going to go that route.
Always.
I love that we go that route, but it's like she's playing a woman. She's cheating against a woman. She's hurting.
Yeah.
So, and it's just so
Yeah,
interesting.
I know,
She's
but
38 years old, right? And to play this when like most female athletes, in particularly tennis, the bottom falls out at 30. It falls out, man. And so she gets tested all the time. And you see like Brett Favre, Nolan Ryan, and then you put LeBron James in there too. That play for so long, and that you're like, okay. Occasionally, you have these guys that can play almost into their
Cologne.
can
Still
play.
playing.
Yeah, but you look at their physiques, and you're like, some of these people are shredded at 38 when everyone around them is not.
Except Bartolo Colon, like everybody
Yeah.
except for him.
He gives all fat guys a belief they could do it. But, she complains that she gets tested more than anybody. It's like, yeah, because you're playing at the super high level at 38, and you look completely different than everybody else you play.
Do you think that cartoon's racist?
I don't know. I think she's always looked different. She's always been bigger. So, I wouldn't begrudge her that point. But I will say, yeah, that for her to be playing tennis at that level, I mean, usually by the time they're 26, they're usually getting on a divorce. They usually marry their coach,
Right.
do something stupid like that, and party too much and kind of mess the whole thing up. But I think I think she's awesome and everything. I thought the whole thing's funny. I love gamesmanship. I love when people put too much pine tar and do all that kind of BS. Like, I think all of that stuff is it's funny to me. I don't know why everybody flips out about it and they get all surprised that someone would try to
Have an
shoot
advantage.
angle here or there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like everybody does it. That's what's so funny about the NFL and being a Patriots fan is listening to all these cheaters saying that we're cheating. It's just like, well, yeah, we are, and so are you. I mean, I don't know what, I've always brought up, like, the Seattle Seahawks, like, they built that stadium that makes their fans sound louder than they really are.
That's such
They just
bullshit.
Did the acoustics. Like, I've gone to a game, and just the pregame chatter was like annoyingly loud, and people were just sitting there talking. And all I know is if the Patriots ever did that, we'd lose draft picks. They'd make us tear down the part of the stadium.
Well,
that was doing. I mean, dude, that Legion of Boom. Like, I swear to God, like 3 or 4 of those guys all tested positive for roids.
Yeah.
And it was just like it's just all swept under the rug. But it's like everybody's doing it. And I always find I'm not steroids. I don't find steroids funny, but I find all of that stuff, just funny.
Yeah.
Just trying to get away with stuff when the ref isn't looking. All of that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
comedy in that is just hilarious. And people they take it like you've disrespected the flag or something. And then meanwhile, you have a corporation that took over the food supply and turned it into poison, and no one seems to give a shit, But if you go up there, with a cork bat, all of a sudden you got to get in front of the fucking Senate. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah. It is
Well, in
dumb.
baseball, the history of cheating in baseball. I mean, they've been cheating in baseball as long as there's been baseball.
They were all taking amphetamines to the point like people going to stands start fighting fucking fans, dude. They were all on speed back.
I mean,
in
that
the day.
Chicago
Yeah,
Black.
but they had to, dude. You listen. Do you ever go and just play softball in your 20s? How banged up you feel the next day? These people in their 20s and 30s got to play 162 games. They should be on something. Before amphetamines, they used to take like coffee beans or something to get some sort of adrenaline. And it's not to cheat. It's just to
Function.
You're playing 162 games.
There was one guy who used to take monkey adrenaline in like the 1890. I can't remember his name, but he would inject monkey adrenaline before games. That was his move.
Okay, and that was cheating?
No, they didn't bust him for it. They were just like,
That's
hey,
hard to
that's cool.
test for. It's hard to test for.
Yeah, it's hard to test for.
You
monkey.
just hold a bunch of bananas in
in
front of
the
them. That's how you test it.
I think in the future, steroids, it'll be almost like how they did with weed, where you can almost have like a steroid like vaporizer,
Right.
where they get rid of all the bad stuff, and all it is the stuff that helps your body to rebuild, like that dude in The Fly, And then it'll be fine. But I mean, if a singer can't sing, they give her a steroid. There's a lot of times that you go to the doctor's office if you're having a problem, they give you a steroid. So they're obviously good on some level. Obviously, the ones they took years and years ago were terrible, but now it's like a cream and stuff. Like, I think eventually it'll be legal at a state level first, and then a federal level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem
Nothing
with
on the
steroids
weed
really, the only problem with steroids
got it.
really is that it gives you cancer. So the other people feel like they have to do something dangerous to keep up. But if you take away that shit, then it's like, yeah.
No. It doesn't give you cancer. What it does, though, is if you have cancer, it basically makes everything grow. So if you have cancer, it makes the tumor grow. It doesn't give you cancer. It makes, if you were going to have it, go. The big problem with steroids is that when Lyle Zato got it, he died from steroids. There's this rumor, and again, this is like a tinfoil hat type thing, that he really died of AIDS, and he didn't want anybody to know that he was gay. So he told everybody it was steroids. Because nothing's happened like that since. So it's like, there's a good chance he was like on a DL type stuff. So that's the whole thing with that. That's just my opinion. I'll just throw it out and let the beatings begin in 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Yeah. Dude, the Red Sox, can we talk about that for a second? They are.
Who
just
saw
my
that
favorite
coming?
best teams in history. And
mean,
no one's talking about it.
We knew they were going to be good, like when baseball started. I didn't think they were going to run away with it like they have.
Yeah, but they're not. If you know how to read the tea leaves, they're not.
Yeah, they've come back.
People always freak out about the regular season, and especially in baseball when there's 162 games, and probably 100 of those games you're going to play against teams that are not going to be there in October. So you gotta get rid of all of that, and you have to look at how they do against Cleveland, the Yankees, and the Astros, and even like Tampa Bay made them look like a 500 team. Terry Francona is the best manager in baseball. He split, and the Astros were one run away from sweeping us. The Astros, and I swear to God, and they were up on the top step, like they wanted to sweep our asses. Like those are the guys. Everybody's talking about the Red Sox. We have all these gaudy numbers, but like, Price like had a meltdown when he was in New York and got shelled by the Yankees. So I mean, that's one of those pressure games where you have to deliver. I can't judge them all on one game, but like, I remember all those years watching Peyton Manning, and he would throw for like 500 yards against a bad team in November, and then he would lose to the 8-8 Chargers at home and 9-7 Chargers at home 2 years in a row.
Right.
And it's just like, there's a difference between, regular season and big boy time. So I think if you really look at the Red Sox, I remember historically at this point you put them up with the Seattle Mariners, who won like 120 games one year and didn't win the World Series. That's all they've accomplished at this point, and you have to look at it that way. And what I saw with the Astros is the Astros are the team to beat, and people are talking about the Red Sox. They're not talking about the Astros, so they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. There you go. That's my take. That's my hot take on it. Everybody relax.
Yeah.
What's your take on analytics in baseball? I hate in-game analytics, but I don't mind it when it's like you're drafting or you think about trading for somebody. But within the game, I think you should go with the flow. And it's really hurt the Dodgers this year. Analytics has destroyed the Dodgers. Nobody can get in rhythm. Let's say we'll have a game where we score 15 runs. None of those guys will play the next day. They'll sit them all down and be like, oh, we're going to go with these guys. And it's hard to get in the flow. I hate nerds in everything. And in particular, baseball, I think it's just them trying to insert themselves. And I just think it's hurt the Dodgers. We lost Game 7 because they went with a guy because analytically they said it was the best guy to go with. And he got pounded on the first 3 innings, and we never came back from that. Do you have any thoughts on analytics?
I was not aware of them, but it sounds like they're taking Moneyball and applying it to medical issues. That seems to be what it is. Well, that seems like it's a brand new science, and according to you, it has not been perfected yet. So they might be onto something. They might be onto something that'll take a few seasons to get down, or they're what you're saying. I have no idea. I mean, I swear, I'm not a big stats guy as much as I am. What did you do during what did you do at the end of the game? What did you do when it counted? Those sort of I hate to use the word intangibles, but I'm more into that type of stuff. But I do like all-time stats and then weird stats. But that shit when they go these guys are 2-7 when it's 80 degrees out, and they're going back 20 years, and it's like, okay, nobody that you're talking about is still playing on this team. So how is that any sort of a stat that matters? So I don't know. Anyways, I got to go back into a writer's room here, guys. I appreciate the mental break you just gave me.
Well. Look at Big Bill Burr going into a writer's room.
Wow. Are you guys?
Wow.
Can I tell you something? How green are you guys? Do you think I'm bragging that I have to go back to the writer's room? I've obviously never been in one.
Very.
It's one of the worst places. It's one of the worst places on the planet.
All right, dude, Bill.
We
thank
appreciate
you for everything.
Thanks for calling, brother, and thanks for everything and all things comedy. And we're excited for everything you have coming down the pipes, buddy.
Okay, cool. All right, congratulations on your 300th, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, see you.
Nice guy coming on our podcast.
Bill Burr, everybody.
Nice guy. Real nice guy.
Jeff Dennis has a great Bill Burr impression. Wasn't that fantastic, everybody?
Good time.
Before he had to go, I wanted to ask him make his Super Bowl predictions and his World Series predictions, but
guys,
I wish I
going to
showed
a
my
writer's
belt.
go
you should have
to
shown him your belt.
go to betdsi.com. BetDSI for all your bet needs, and bet how long until Bill's back on the show. Is it going to be another
Episode
300?
600.
Yeah. So go to BetDSI. Use the promo code PUNCH25. Get $25 betting cash. It is the time to bet. We got great fights coming up.
My fantasy lock of the week, my football lock of the week paid off. If you guys bet it, it was Raiders getting beat by the Rams and covering, and that's exactly what happened. Halftime,
Aren't you
I was like,
fucking brave? You fuck.
At halftime, I was getting texts telling me how wrong I was. I won't say who those texts were from. This pigeon over here.
But dude, go to BetDSI. We got the Triple G fight coming up.
We'll talk about that. We got UFC coming up.
UFC coming up. The last UFC wasn't that bad, man.
Wasn't that bad? After you left the party, we got it at the party.
Not that bad.
But you had a spot.
I thought Tyrone Woodley would beat him, and he did.
Yeah, I thought Woodley would beat Till.
Woodley
I just think Till
has
wasn't ready
Popeye
for that
uns.
yet.
So go BetDSI. They're our longest running sponsors, and we're Honored to be with them.
Give me this week's schedule, and I'll give you the lock of the week. What's the
line on McGregor Khabib?
We'll look that up too. Look that up on our good friends at BetDSI. So go to BetDSI.com. You can bet on anything, man. Anything that you would like. Prop bets are great. Everybody likes a good prop bet.
Khabib is minus 175. He's the favorite.
Okay. Wow. Khabib coming in as a favorite.
McGregor at plus 140.
And then, hey, man, put money on that and let's see if we can change that line.
When is that? October?
October 6th. It's about 3 weeks from now.
Did you give Zumach the number so we can actually let him come in and brag?
Okay, I'll text him.
Yeah, just text me. Oh, text him, and it'll be great, dude.
So he's worse than me. Like he just knows nothing about fantasy.
Well, he
football?
drafted a kicker in like the 3rd round.
He drafted
and a
two
and a
kickers.
kicker in like the 5th
And
round.
he obviously didn't.
I think he
know
has
they
3
were kickers.
kickers.
And 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
He doesn't know
it was
who
so
was
bad.
Because that's funny. Because I would have done the same thing, but
Well,
unknowingly.
he said though. He said it's my first fantasy league, man. I don't know.
Which is
Does
the
he
greatest
watch
thing.
football?
yeah, he's a
big
huge
football
Browns fan. Yeah.
Well, he's a Browns fan, so like by week 2, you're already out of the season.
Yeah. And if you want to call that football, I mean that's generous, I think. Lines, Ravens at Bengals. That's a pick 'em. Ravens look great.
I would take
Week 1.
Ravens.
Ravens and Bengals, I would take Ravens. Absolutely.
Panthers at Falcons. Falcons 3.5 favorites.
I wouldn't touch that.
Chargers at Bills. The Chargers are favored by 7.5 points.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take
Chargers, that might be it.
Vikings at Packers. The Packers are favored by 2.5. That's
that. Wow.
What else we got?
Texans at Titans. There's no line for that game yet. I assume there's some.
I'd have to
injuries
see how Mariota's health is. And they lost Delaney Walker for the year, so that's kind of tough. They have a lot of injuries.
Browns at Saints. Saints are favored by 7.5.
Shit, I wouldn't touch that. I mean, the Saints, their defense looks
Wait, do we have any
terrible.
underdogs that more than 7 points?
Let's see. Dolphins at Jets. Jets are favored by 1. Chiefs at Steelers. Steelers are favored by 5.5. Eagles at Bucks. Eagles are favored by 3. Colts at Redskins. Redskins are favored by 3.5. Cardinals at Rams. Rams are favored by 10.
Oof, that's a lot of points.
Lions at 49ers. 49ers by 3.5. Raiders at Broncos. Broncos are favored by 4. Pats at Jaguars. That's 50-50 pick 'em. Giants at Cowboys. The Cowboys favored by 3 points. And Seahawks at Bears. No.
I have now found my lock of the week.
Okay.
The New York Giants over the Dallas Cowboys. 3 points is so easy.
Come on.
That's the lock of the week. So go to betdsi.com. Use Punch25.
Saquon Barkley.
Throw $25
Running all
on the
over.
lock of the week, and we'll see how many weeks it takes for me to be wrong. This week it is the New York Giants over
Where are they
Ari
playing
Shaffir's
again?
Dallas Cowboys. They could play on the hollow moon. It's not going to make a difference because that shit is a wrap. Dallas looks like garbage. Giants look good. Barkley looks good. Their offense, I mean, the Giants don't have a great D. But Barkley's going to be able to fucking make up for a lot of that. And Dallas looks like they are confused. They don't know who they are anymore.
Dude,
They
look in the mirror and they think they're the Cardinals or something. They don't even see who they are.
Dak looked really bad, man.
He has no one to throw to.
Well, he was missing some
They got-
throws, though.
they got
he missed
rid of-
a lot of throws.
They got rid of
He's
Witten,
overrated.
I think he's overrated.
and their O-line's garbage.
how did that O-line go shit so quickly? Remember they drafted so many linemen in a row.
Yep. Well, a couple
well,
of them
dude,
are banged up. A
the
lot of them
Panthers'
left.
defensive line is pretty good. I mean, let's give them some credit. For
No, their line is bad, though.
And here's a big problem is that the way that the collective bargaining agreement has come, it just makes it hard for these offensive linemen to come together in the amount of time that it takes to gel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they basically, these guys, it's touch butt until they
In
play.
the park with dorks. Dog, you're playing touch butt in a park with all those dorks.
It's very quiet right now for Conor McGregor fighting in 3 weeks. I'm very
I think
pleased
they're
with that.
I think they're going
I
to
think
amp
the
it up.
UFC's pissed because he's not doing a lot of promotion like they thought he would be
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I thought would happen.
I think they'll
didn't
amp
wanna
it up
hear
in a little bit.
You think?
I think. I mean, we're still almost a month out.
You just said 3 weeks.
What's
I feel like
today?
Connor runs the show, and
is.
if Connor doesn't want to do it, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
probably
really
like,
no.
oh, I don't need to do it. People are going to buy.
It's going to be crazy, dude. They created a monster,
They
man.
really
They
did.
created a fucking monster. The UFC is like they fell up all this like money that they're making from ESPN
3 weeks from Saturday.
is not based on their numbers aren't good. Like the last fight night didn't do well.
Do you guys watch boxing this weekend?
I
I
didn't,
did.
but it
Oh,
looked, I
so
watched
good.
parts
There's
of
a
it.
lot of good fights.
Sean Porter versus Garcia was
I watched that.
wonderful. And that heavyweight fight on that
Yeah.
Showtime card, that first heavyweight fight, that was great.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, boxing's making a comeback, dude.
Who do you got? Okay, so I think Triple G got robbed last
I
time.
do too. I think he wins.
I think he really got robbed,
I think he wins it.
especially now that we know Canelo was probably juicing.
And like,
he was eating meat from Mexico.
Yeah.
yeah,
How dare you.
that's
Bullshit,
it. It's
yeah.
just like, what do you think we're stupid?
Come
like,
on,
how
dude.
long have we
I
been
mean, like,
playing this
what the
fucking game?
Yeah, I got some meat with some steroids in it. Bummer. Give me.
You
a
know what's so
break.
funny? I didn't. When Bill was like, everybody's fucking cheating and they get. It's like that's exactly what Lance Armstrong said. That was his defense. Everybody's cheating. I just got caught. It's like basically, dude.
But it's true,
That
especially
was-
in that sport. That sport, there have been so many creative ways people. They found motorized fucking
I heard about
things
that, yeah.
inside of bikes
Yeah.
where you just kind of can pretend to be pedaling.
it's
Like,
unbelievable.
so
All
you're
kinds
on
of
a
cheating.
motorcycle, basically.
Yeah.
and it's so crazy. It's like what?
There's so much money in it, man. Anywhere there's money like that, people are gonna cheat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Find the
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Find the
exactly
angles.
right.
Yeah, and the reason Lance Armstrong went down so hard is because he treated everybody like shit.
Well, no, he won too. That's like the Pats. That's if the Pats were like the Browns and just getting their ass
Yeah.
handed to them every year.
Dude,
Nobody
when the
would give a
Falcons
shit.
when the Falcons weren't a playoff contending team and they were pumping noise, like instead of playing music
Yeah,
on the
nobody cared.
intercom, they would pump noise in to make the crowd sound louder when the other team had the ball. And they're like, that's cheating as fuck. It cost us a 6th-round pick. No one really talked about that because we weren't winning.
Yeah.
Had we won 4 out of the last 5 Super Bowls, that would have been a fucking World War III.
Right.
Everybody would have gone nuts.
I agree.
Who do you got in the Triple G fight?
I got Triple G, but Canelo does look good.
Well, I'm worried. Triple G, he's starting to look like he's getting slowing down a little bit.
Well, they say he's been destroying people, and this could be just
I
PR
hope so.
bullshit.
I hope so.
Destroying people in his training
Because he's
camp.
got to get old sometime.
I like if you're like, would you bet money on that fight? I probably wouldn't
No.
unless I was a fan of Punch Drunk, and then
No,
I go to BetDSI and use the code Punch25. But
Punch 25. Get $25 off Punch Junk Sports.
double
Like-
reads.
I already woke up immediately.
it's hard for us
Businessman.
it's hard for me to pick on it. I mean, I literally, if you could tell me 4 different scenarios on that fight, and I'm like, yep, that could happen. Yeah, yeah.
A lion jumps in the ring and kills everybody.
Nobody gets I don't think anybody
Is
gets
that a
knocked
scenario?
out.
That's a
No line on
scenario.
that. No line.
I
No
don't think
line.
there's a knockout. That's the only thing I don't see
I
happening.
think Golovkin's going to be pushing for one more this time just because of the result last time. But
I think it's gonna. I think Triple G. I'm going with Triple G. I thought he won that fight. I think,
Definitely won.
and that's him on roids. So we'll see, dude. I mean, but then again,
If you go, you
Thomas-
have to bet. If you go, you have to bet. I would say Triple G.
I would say Triple G.
I wouldn't want to bet on that because Canelo looks good and that dude's tough, man. He's had a draw and 1 loss to a fucking in his prime Mayweather.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 of the best fighters in his weight division in the last decade, and he's a young dude. I mean, he's not 35. Canelo.
Yeah.
He's not 35. So, you look at his track record, you're like, damn, you lost once to the best maybe fighter ever.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Zooman.
yeah, humanity.
Please welcome the man
greatest
who
fantasy
shocked
football
the
ever.
world. Shocked the world. First of all, it's almost like a rope-a-dope where
Let's
he
go over
drafted
his team.
the worst team ever, and yet somehow, against all odds, wins his first week against somebody who had to drink piss.
Yeah, the
I
piss
mean, like
drinker,
this guy drank piss to get into this league, and Chad Zooman
All he
Zumach-
did to get in this league was eat shit on draft day.
Yeah, and has the worst draft of all time.
How many kickers did you start this week, bro?
I'm a kick.
He's got 2 kickers. He's got
Chad, are you there?
I'm on the phone. I am 1-0, bitches. Suck it, Ranazizi. Fuck it, Max Miller, Nick Wilkins,
Max
Andrew
Miller.
Binkley, Joshua Martin, Jayson Thibault. You fucking losers.
I mean, I must admit I was laughing quite a bit during your draft.
I was, dude. Listen to. Has the podcast been put out yet?
Will tonight. It's a
Oh,
lot of
it's
cleaning
so
up.
good as we just fucking destroyed Chad for his draft. He has
Okay.
no clue what he's doing.
Let's look at his draft.
Let's
here.
go.
So good.
We'll go pick by pick. With,
Now,
the
what
Cleveland-
an interesting strategy to go kicker round 3.
Yeah.
he got he
Sebastian Janikowski.
When most people go, I'm going to use my last pick on a kicker, you're like, no, I need a kicker.
Now, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, but your first pick was an auto draft pick, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So that was a good pick. It was Melvin Gordon.
So one of your two first picks was a kicker.
And then Jarvis Landry.
Yeah,
Jarvis Landry in round 2. That's a little early for old Jarv.
And that was an auto.
No, that was him. He that's a Cleveland Brown.
So then his first pick overall is the Browns'
Melvin
number
Gordon.
2 receiver.
Melvin Gordon was his first
No,
pick.
no, that was an auto pick.
Yeah, his first pick.
His first pick was the Browns' number 2 receiver.
Jarvis Landry, their slot receiver.
Yeah.
Cam Newton in the 3rd round. You might say a little early there.
Quite.
Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, in the 4th round.
Fourth round Rams kicker. And it's probably about 18 more rounds until anybody else gets a kicker.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't take a kicker until like the last couple rounds. In round 5, he took Steven Gostkowski, kicker for the Patriots.
2 rounds later?
No, this next
Back-to-back kickers?
Yeah, back-to-back kickers.
I love Punch Drunk.
What was your thinking there, Chad?
Yeah, it's the new way.
The new way.
New way of playing fantasy football. I was playing possum the whole time.
You can't have enough
My
kickers.
soap
I say that
whole
all the time.
Ben Roethlisberger in round 6.
Oh, so now you got 2 quarterbacks, 2
Yeah.
kickers.
Would you say he needs another quarterback in round 7 because he took one?
Of course.
Phillip Rivers. He took Phillip Rivers in
So
round 7.
in your first 6 picks, 3 quarterbacks and 2 kickers and a number 2 receiver.
How great is that? The best draft of all time.
And then he took Isaiah Crowell because he used to play for the Browns. He took him in the 8th
He had a
round.
great game.
Yeah, he did. I know. That's what won him the week.
He really blew that up.
Yep.
He looks
Antonio Gates in round 9. A little early for the aging tight end.
Not for Chad Zumach and his
Antonio
new small
Gates,
ball.
who wasn't in the NFL 20 days ago.
That's right. Although he did have 4 points this week. Tyler Lockett, the Seattle receiver, round 11. Ronald Jones, Tampa Bay running back. John Ross, the Panthers defense. Chris Godwin, and he ended it with Chris Ivory. So really the first half is where all the excitement is.
Wow. And how did he win? What did the other guy have?
Hey, Chad, what's your team called?
The Cleveland Faggots, and we're here to stay.
Say it out loud. You're gay and you're proud.
And he beat the this is the team name, so apologies. 2017 champ Drank My Piss. That's his team name.
Okay, which one were you apologizing for? The name of the team, was it the Cleveland Faggots or the Drink My
It
Piss?
was the Drink My Piss.
That's the one
too
you
long.
just apologized
You gotta
for?
tighten that up, man. That's too many words.
The world of Punch Drunk. It's the
113 to 104. He won that game.
Wow, dude.
Got 23 points from Crowell, man. Crowell looked really good
That's
for
really
the Jets.
good. He looked good. The Jets looked. I know. Maybe the biggest surprise team of the week for me.
And say what you want, but Zuerlein, his kicker, 16 points this week.
Wow.
And that's what you do.
Chad is just in a different gear than everybody
That's why you
else.
grab a kicker in round 3.
And round 4.
Well, 4 is just in case. You know what I mean?
You got to have a backup.
Listen,
Yeah.
if that guy
Everybody-
delivers those numbers for the rest of the season, that's not a bad pick, by the way.
Totally.
You're right? If you get 16 points out any player consistently, that's not a bad fucking pick.
Better than Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
too soon. Too soon.
He'll
Chad.
be all right.
Chad.
Does anybody want to trade for a kicker? I have.
Does anybody need 3 or 4 quarterbacks? Because
How did his quarterbacks do this
Oh,
week?
let's see.
I mean, dude, Chad, you might make some trades.
Yeah, could do. I think Cam, was just like, okay, he had a rushing touchdown. Cam at 17.
That's not bad.
Phillip Rivers, 35.
Did he start Phillip Rivers?
No, he didn't. He was on the bench.
Oh, my God.
Ben Roethlisberger had 13. He started
Yeah,
him.
you might want to drop him, dude. Might want to drop him. Chad, you might want
Well, he was playing the Browns. He's 23-3 against the Browns. I thought he was going to put up some numbers.
He's looking old, man. Roethlisberger.
Chad, did you do any research on fantasy football? Or are you just going to go straight gut on this thing?
No, I did. When I did the lineup, I did my research. I did some
Wow.
homework. I did some Googling.
To be fair to Chad, he only found out about the draft like an hour before it happened, so we were.
Did he know he was in it?
Well, yeah, he did an hour before the draft started.
Yeah, because I didn't even know.
It was.
Oh, you didn't know.
Okay,
No, you
so
should have heard,
why don't
like,
you make this
before.
about sexism, huh? You
No,
and
it
fucking
was-
Serena Williams.
We didn't know who anyone was in it. Like, we were, like, holding a contest, like, an hour before the draft, and people were rolling hot dogs across Walmart floors.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta show you guys that video. Yeah, that was great.
Walmart floor.
Yeah.
He did that. Yeah, he totally
And
did.
ate it.
Let's see if I can find that fucking video.
I'd rather do that than shove it up my butt.
No, really?
I'd rather shove it.
I'd
I
rather
wouldn't.
put it
Yeah.
up my butt.
Me too.
Well, this is probably got a couple things up your butt, so you're not worried about it.
Me
all
too.
right? You too had a couple things up your butt?
Right now.
This morning.
I'd rather shove it up my butt. than
Dude,
fuck
I
it.
took a shit
Yeah.
so good today that I started believing in America again. That's how good the shit was. It was such a good shit.
Speaking of believing in America again, how hilarious was it that during the first half of the first games, Trump started tweeting, the NFL ratings are down 13%. Their season is so bad. The ratings don't come out for like a day or two later. It's impossible he would have ratings before the first game is even over.
No, it's impossible you would have ratings, not the President of the United States. He has access to Area 51.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's... Oh, yeah. You think that guy thinks that much about that shit?
Ari had a point. Ari, dude. My God.
And if that's
Devastating.
true, if that's what he's doing is spending all of his time and resources to keep trying to fuck with the NFL, I mean...
When you mean,
I'm
what
gonna
do you mean
vote-
time and resources?
Not all this time.
By tweeting?
No, Ari's saying no. He went out of his way in the first quarter of football. The NFL has been on for 17 minutes.
Not all of his time. Not all of
Okay.
his time.
I'm going to give you an impression of Trump spending all of his time getting the NFL. Boom. Hello, somebody get me the ratings. Boom. That's done.
That's
It's
it. He's
moved
on the
on.
toilet.
Moved on.
There's no
Moved on of it.
The ratings are down this year.
Yeah.
I'm about to wait.
Yeah.
13%. Okay, thank you.
That's it.
There's
That's
no
it.
way.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no
it.
way that's even possible he would know that
What was
shit.
he counting the numbers?
Yeah.
Himself?
Dude, he knows everything.
Idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Yet
Oh,
another,
yeah. Trump
People-
knows everything.
yet another politician in the pocket of Big Nielsen.
Hey, here's his
Yeah, yeah,
hot
yeah.
dog video if you guys want to see
Oh,
this.
let's see,
All right,
let's
here's
see it.
a.
Where
Ari
is
already
it?
saw
Where
it.
is it? Where is it?
Hold on.
Where?
Where is it?
Here we go. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I
my
mean, he does. He
God.
shows himself
Does
walking
he
into
kick
Walmart.
it?
And everything.
he skids it.
Look, no, he rolled it the first time. The first time was a solid roll.
Okay, this is it. And he's doing it all the way to the... He didn't even have to do it in the
He
bathroom.
really went, man. He
He
went. for it.
really... I think he enjoyed this.
I hope this guy wins the league. And
He
Look
didn't
at
get
that.
sick.
and
He's
then
fine.
dies.
He's alive.
No, I haven't
his
heard
name?
from him.
What's
But I
his
don't know.
We haven't heard from him. He's dead.
Okay, here we go.
Shove it in your ass.
You guys, I can't even watch. I'll throw up. I'm all around easy.
Okay,
We
see
fucked
it.
a donut that you ate. This is gonna bother you?
That's not gross. You guys didn't come.
I
to
love
the
how-
Thank
donut.
you.
I love how
Thank you.
he has
Here
a
we
Lance
go.
Armstrong.
Oh, my
fucking-
God.
I love how
that
his
guy
own-
looks like he eats food off a fucking Walmart
Oh,
floor.
look at that!
Yeah,
Wow.
he usually eats ramen off the floor.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, that guy's definitely ate out a cousin before, so I think eating a hot dog off
I
a
think he
Walmart.
catches like a hair or something too. If I-
Stop.
Look at this guy. He's great. That guy loves WrestleMania for sure.
Oh, you know it's a pubic hair. It's gotta
That
be.
guy has every X-Men comic book.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That guy jerks off to porno cartoons. That's my point.
I mean, who doesn't?
Okay, good
He's doing,
point.
he's doing this in a collared shirt.
Oh my!
He's
oh, he
he's
is.
taking it seriously.
He
He's a
is. He's like the
professional.
Geico caveman,
Yeah,
just
he's-
fucking put in work. Now he's eating a hot dog.
Why is he not even gagging or anything?
Because he's
I
a
don't
grown-ass
even like
man.
cold hot dogs. Like just a cold hot dog might make me gag. Like it needs
I
to
think
be
he was
cooked.
keeping it in his
Did
pocket.
you just
so-
say a cold hot dog would make you gay?
Gag.
Starts eating snatch after that.
look at
He
him.
was
Oh.
fine.
He's great.
he's
Good for
keeping it
him.
But
Thank
we
you for
haven't
being a
heard
true
from him.
American.
What a hero.
Did he win or lose in his? this week?
Let's see.
That's a good point. Well, he lost in the video, but let's see how he did in fantasy.
Let's see.
I know he doesn't have 4 kickers. I can guarantee you
Chad,
that.
what are you doing, dude? It sounds like you're
Chad, what the
straining.
fuck are you doing?
I'm listening to the conversation.
I'm hearing a lot of like,
Damn, dude.
We don't like it. We're not comfortable with that.
God
that-
damn it,
no,
man.
what the
You
fuck?
get a great opportunity. Dude, you're like me on the I just did the Church of What's Happening Now, and I literally just sat there and listened to Joey Diaz and Eddie Bravo tell stories.
I mean, it's kind of hard to get in with those two, though. Too, to be fair.
I didn't. I preferred it.
Dog, one time I was living under a spaceship. I go, well, you were living under a spaceship? Yeah, you know those rockets in a park? I go, oh, you were homeless in a park. That's totally different than I was living under a
Dude,
spaceship.
I don't know this. You know what? Joey Diaz's
That's what he
stories.
literally said when I was last time I was
I
on
mean,
this
like
app.
you would literally have to try to live an adventure every day of your life, and he's done that every day. I mean, I don't know how you got all these stories still. It's unbelievable. And he's only up to like 85. Like he's still got a couple decades to go. It's unbelievable. Right? I mean, I'm like, oh my God, you did all that? I'm out of stories. The Crab Feast is coming to an end. And they're like, who are they going to be they got 10 episodes left.
Did they do that baseball thing yet?
Yeah.
Who won that?
Jay Lawson.
Yeah, neither of them hit it as a home run like they said they were going to. But
No.
by distance, Jay won.
Jay went 322.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
If he had an aluminum bat, he'd have done 350. They went
Oh,
wood,
listen
and
to this
that
guy
was
wanting cheating.
stupid. Aluminum's not cheating.
Cheating.
They use
Dude, if they had aluminum bats
college.
in major leagues, pitchers would die.
Yeah.
There'd be 4 deaths a year.
I'm fine with that.
I am too. I think they should have assault rifles.
I think they should.
Catchers should have assault rifles, and if they can kill you while you're stealing,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I say release
Knives,
animals
maybe,
during
knife.
the 7-inning stretch. Whoever dies.
And landmines. I say landmines would make baseball way more interesting.
What is this, Mayan
That's to
shit?
do in the top of the 7th. The home field advantage is that the animals go out.
There
through
we
your
go.
half,
There we go.
That's
Guys,
the
big
move.
announcement. I'll be in the belly room at the Comedy Store Thursday at 7:30. So thank you. Spots have now come out. The sun will still be up. So
Sun will be up.
Grab lunch, grab
You got any
lunch
dates
and-
and spoiler alerts?
not yet, but I have some big ones coming.
Okay, what about, I thought you had like a Ozarks date, man.
Hey! Shut up!
Oh, I did that
Shut up!
the other day. You don't watch that show.
He only cares when it's stuff he sees.
I literally can't hear anybody. This is the happiest I've been in a very long time.
Yeah, this is good audio too.
I can't hear anity,
Cool, man.
and I'm enjoying this.
Unfortunately, we can hear you.
Hillary Clinton.
Here we go.
That fixed it.
Jason Bateman dies in the last episode, guys.
Okay.
I'll be at spoiler alerts.
Anyways,
this week.
I was going to say that.
Chad, final
Yeah.
thoughts.
Final, it's 20 minutes to go in the episode.
Hey, Chad.
We're trying to wrap us up with 20
know.
minutes to go.
Chad, what do you think of LeBron James as a Laker right now? What do you
Don't say
think
it.
of this?
Don't say it. Hang up on him now.
Oh, I love it. I love the fact that he left Cleveland to go to L.A. I fucking love it. Are you kidding me? He's
Chad-
just going there to get his goddamn career, his entertainment
Chad,
career going.
Chad.
He's not there to win.
Aren't you thinking about going to L.A.?
He's gone.
Oh, you dropped it on a fuck.
That's what our fans want.
Nobody-
More LeBron
yeah,
talk.
Nobody wants to hear about LeBron this time of year,
it-
man.
you know what?
Too much going on.
The worst thing about it is this. There's about 80 days a year where I don't have to hear about the Lakers. And all during those 80 days, LeBron has made me hear about the Lakers.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do when basketball starts. But this will be the year that I hate the NBA.
And they're not going to be that good, and we're still going to have to watch them.
It's going to
because
be
he's
the
on
worst.
team.
It's going to be the worst. What are your thoughts on Khalil Mack going bananas?
Ooh, he looked good.
I am okay with it.
2
Still.
sacks, forced fumble, interception for
I'm
a
fine with
touchdown
it.
in one half.
Hey, real quick, did Chicago win the
Jesus.
game?
I'm not talking about that.
Did
I'm talking about
Chicago win the
individual.
game?
Without him, they
Did
wouldn't
Chicago
have scored.
win the game?
Did the Rams? I mean, did you,
Did Chicago win the game?
You
It's just
didn't-
a question.
You didn't see the game?
would you
Did
have?
Did Chicago win the game?
If he did that to the Rams, would you guys have won the game?
No.
How do you know that?
No. What?
What?
The answer is no. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
That wasn't
and
the
that's
question.
the whole point.
That wasn't the question.
That is, but that's the answer.
So please.
It might not be the question you're asking, but it's the answer I got on that. Why you don't pay that guy that much?
What about paying a coach $10 million a year? Or
Hey,
whatever?
dude, I'm fine with that. You agree? I would say, yeah, dude. After that
What about
game,
that coach?
He
though?
got the
What
same
the
amount of
fuck?
money. He got the same amount of money Khalil Mack got.
right. Over 10 years. No, he got less money over 10
Well,
years.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
$100 million
That's
coach.
No,
why
I mean, how you feel about him now after
I'm
this
not
first
happy.
game?
I mean, like, dude, I wasn't happy when it happened. Now, what I'll tell you is that doesn't count against the cap.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Totally, yeah,
Sure.
totally, yeah.
So
But the
it's
Bears
like,
but the Bears are a
that's
team
not
that have
gonna
all
make
that
it-
money.
What?
The Bears have all that money.
That's fine, but dude,
But your argument is the Bills left all that dead money on the table.
Yeah.
The Bears had the same amount of dead money, and they spent it on the best defensive player in the NFL.
and they still lost.
They would have gotten smoked if it wasn't for that.
Smoking a fucking loss is a loss.
I mean, so then in that same argument, then you're fine with your coach giving him $100 million, and he got
because-
so outcoached.
No.
He didn't get outcoached.
Dude, if you gave Gruden the same talent that fucking what's his face has, it would be a different game, man.
What's his face?
Whoever the coach of the Rams is.
Oh, okay,
If you had the
McVay?
same amount of talent, okay? But if you give Khalil Mack on a team
Uh-huh.
that is already fucking like, dude, we got Carr getting all this money, right? It's gonna be impossible to build that defense with one guy eating up all that fucking cap.
Right.
Okay, so the coaches thing doesn't count towards this bullshit system that we had to put in place because either some guys spend too much and like you got Dallas will outspend everybody, just like in baseball, the Yankees can outspend everybody, the Dodgers can outspend everybody, so they have a salary cap, so there's like this socialism in the NFL, so every market can compete.
Right.
If you give that guy that big a thing, that defense will never get better. So my whole point is what most of the Raider fans have been saying who really look at this is like Khalil Mack can go the fuck off and you still lose. And that's my point. And he went off and they still lost.
But that's not his fault. It's fucking the
it
offense's
doesn't
fault.
matter. It doesn't matter.
So he
I
should
do wonder
just-
if the Raiders would have won though. Maybe if. Khalil
I'm
Mack
just
was-
saying, dude, we had him and we couldn't stop anybody. We couldn't stop anybody. So whatever it is,
Yeah.
he could have the greatest season ever. If they lose, what's the fucking point?
He shouldn't even try.
Yeah,
have
just
the-
trade all your players. Yeah.
If you have the Bears defense in fantasy, that's pretty good for you, isn't it?
Okay, that's great. Maybe Chad drafted the Bears. I don't fucking know. But the point is,
You got
they
Gostkowski for
paid him
defense.
all that money, and
They
they
have
still lost.
They
the
have a
game.
fantastic young defense.
All right, dude.
They do. I mean, their linebacking core is insane. It's the same way they're so young that they could afford to pay the 2 years ago MVP, who's super young, prime of his life, all that money. And a lot of the big free agent signings went off. Khalil Mack earned that money. Fucking Cousins earned that money. You know, all of these big free agent signings were like, God damn, they paid that dude a lot of money.
Not a free agent signing, but how good did Mahomes look? Did you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. They're going to
See him. I have him in fucking every fantasy
be
league.
great.
I'm in all my leagues.
The Chiefs look wonderful. Because the Chargers, I mean, I think they're pretty solid, right? And
Dude,
they just
Tyreek Hill
really
is
went
a
down.
fucking monster.
Yeah, I
All
like
you got to do is get that guy the ball, and it's through. Chiefs probably win that division.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thought the Chargers were going to do it.
Chargers are good, though. Chargers,
they are for
don't
sure.
sleep on the Chargers, but they don't have a fucking fan base to save their lives.
Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns.
69.
And don't forget a punt return, and also about a
that's right.
70-yard punt
Yeah.
return. He had 3 touchdowns and probably 250 yards,
Yeah, let's do his total. Well, they don't add it.
and they won by 10. And he accounted for 21 of their 38 points. That kid's special.
Great player.
Fast as fuck, that guy.
Barkley, look. I know you like Saquon Barkley. He looked really good for the Giants.
Barkley, again, though, I mean, one run, take that one run away, and what were his numbers?
18 for 106 and a touchdown.
And 60 of that was a touchdown.
Well-
so he would have 17 for 60.
Beckham, 11 for 111
17
yards.
for 40. He would have had 17 carries for 40 yards.
Again, that was
And then
very
broke
much
that
Barry
runoff.
Sanders. Remember, people would say, like, dude, you fucking shut him down for a half, and then the second half, he
Yeah,
just
then he'd go
lights
He'd
you
just
up.
have 1 or 2 big carries. He'd always just have 1 or 2 big carries, and the rest would be like 2 yarders, 2 yarders, 2 yarders, 40
But
yards,
it's
2
just
yards.
the way
3
he
yards,
moves. He
3
glides.
Such a weird career, man.
Who,
Like,
Barry
yeah,
Sanders?
just leaving like that.
I get it,
That's
dude.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's like you're inept. It's like your owner is everything.
I remember in Madden for like 5 years after that, he would be a free agent that you could pick up. Like, just maybe
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
come back.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
Adrian
yeah.
Peterson was like that, too, after spanking.
He looked pretty good.
He did look
Yeah,
good.
yeah, he's still got some life left. You would think after all those knee surgeries,
He had a
that would just be
touchdown and-
wiped.
He's just one of those dudes just built that could play forever.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and you can't. There's no predictability about it. You know, I mean,
Maybe Serena Williams that. She's just like a juggernaut.
Yeah.
And but she's playing like he said at 28 they start to fall off. She's 10 years after that.
Yeah. I mean, start to fall off. She's a beast.
look
like-
at here's some
and
very
she's
She's just an
Yeah.
anomaly.
What?
And she had a baby in January.
Yeah. And we
Yeah,
just
she's had a
I mean, look
baby.
what baby's done to this. I mean, she's fucking quitting on everything.
Did
We
you guys see that
never
cartoon?
see her. She pulls up if there's no parking, she drives home. She has no heart anymore. She just gives up on
I've
everything.
been very consistent with showing up.
Do you guys see the cartoon of
No.
Serena?
Yeah.
The one that everybody says is racist. It just kind of looks like her, right? I mean, that's everybody's saying it's like a
Dude, she looks like,
Like
nobody
a
else,
racist cartoon.
and including
Yeah,
her
she's-
sister.
she's
She doesn't look anything like her sister. They used to look exactly alike. Now she looks. I mean, look at it. Look
I
at
mean,
her.
it's hard to do a caricature of Serena Williams and have it not.
I
look-
miss those old Buck uniforms.
Oh, those creamsicle ones?
Yeah.
Those are great.
There's
How
a
about
lot
the
of good.
Bucks going on, having a good game, dude.
Dude, you know what? Everybody says that.
Here's this cartoon.
Renee, you know Renee, the door guy at the store, how much he looks like Johnny Manziel?
All right, you
Yeah.
think that's racist, that cartoon?
I think that's racist. What do you mean? What?
Well, the guy
Oh.
does caricatures of people, and they're saying this is racist.
She looks
What-
like
what-
one of those
Let me see
old
that work.
voodoo
Let me see
masks.
something else done.
Okay, hold on.
Everyone just takes things out of context. Like it's like the only thing anyone's ever done is the thing they're mad about.
I just love that somebody who has been the top of her league and has made so much money that just now it's like, oh man, she's
Here's
just a
one.
victim of racism. It just like makes no fucking. It just
Like, look at this. These are white people. Nobody gave a shit about this.
yeah.
That's racist.
Yeah, I don't see how that's racist.
Yeah.
What do you-
I mean, that's what she does.
That's
what this guy
anti.
does.
That's anti-gay because there's a rainbow in
The
it.
guy-
Now,
There's a rainbow in it. It's anti-gay.
The guy just exaggerates features.
Yeah.
That's his style.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck her, man. She
Can we
like.
go back to the Serena one?
Okay.
I like Serena. I like. Well, I mean, like, dude, she destroyed her sister.
What?
Destroyed her sister. I mean, destroyed her.
Remember when Venus Williams was the talk of the town for a little bit?
Yeah.
What? Because she had big lips? Is that it?
I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
You know.
I mean, she's got a
Oh.
huge ass, and
Yeah.
Giant breasts. I mean, that's-
hey, dude.
that's what
I
she
mean,
looks like.
you just are. I mean,
look at the referee, the umpire or whatever. It's supposed to be what, a Jew? He's got a big nose. Nobody gave a shit about that.
Oh, anti-Semite.
Exactly. No, exactly.
His name is Ramos. He's not a Jew.
Anti-Semite.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, what are we making fun of people with Roman noses now? No, that's this guy's style.
Hold on. Bonnie's the racist. The guy's not fucking. You just think he's a fucking Jew because he's a judge. The guy's name is-
Anti-Semite.
No, not because he's a judge, because he's got a big nose.
Anti-Semite.
His name is
Bump.
Ramos. He's a fucking Latino.
I don't
There's
care.
no Jews named Ramos.
Why do you
Ramo,
hate Jews?
the
Why
Latin
do you
people
hate
have
Jews,
big noses.
Johnny?
For a
Why
lot
do
of
you hate
reasons.
Jews?
For a lot of reasons. Oh, him? Yeah. Why do you?
Well, you know, like the Williams sisters got it so that the female players get paid as much as the men. And that sounds like, oh, that sounds like equality until you realize that the females play way less games.
Oh, good point.
It's
They
3 to
play,
5.
they only play
So that's
best of
not
3.
equal. That's actually special. You're getting paid more to do the same job
Why do they play less?
because they're females. That's literally
What do
truth.
the guys play? How many?
Guys play 5, the women play 3. And those 5, dude, could go 5 hours. I mean, they're much longer sets. Much lo-
Women do have longer rallies though. At least, I mean,
Women's tennis is just as interesting as men's.
It is,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
It's
but-
one of
one
the
of
sports
the
where I
few
can
sports-
watch it and be like, that was fucking awesome.
because they
lo-
keep the rallies going for longer.
That's got to be it. It has nothing to do with
No, that's a big part of it, dude. What do you? That's widely accepted that the reason women's tennis is entertaining is
that's
because
what everybody always says.
there are. It's not like Pete Sampras going out there with that ace every time. What do you think it is?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You
You
He
just
just
disagree,
likes
but
to
you don't have
argue.
any opinion.
Chicks and skirts, brah.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh.
Oh, no, totally. No, yeah, that's part of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I mean the play though. Like, why? If you the quality of play.
Anti-Semite. Bump, bump,
Oh,
bump, bump.
yeah. I'm glad this is back.
Bump, 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 bump. Oh, man, what a great episode this has been so far. What else have we talked? Baseball.
I love Jews. I wanna
Dodgers
be on the
looking
record.
like shit. Dodgers are garbage.
I supported the Simon Wiesenthal Center.
Did you watch a UFC, Nanny?
No.
You didn't? You just
No.
followed online or something? What do you do?
No, I was actually
What do you guys do when you can't watch it? Or do you
Jeff
just,
like reads Sherdog, like the play-by-plays by.
okay, yeah.
But we
Really?
just
Because
like
he did
weren't
Joe
interested.
Rogan's voice.
You didn't watch it, right?
You guys gotta hook up. You go on Reddit. All their streams are all on Reddit. You can
Oh,
watch
yeah.
all that shit.
I
man.
actually just didn't care about this card though. But then we watched afterwards. We watched like the Jessica Andrade fight because it was such a big
Dude,
deal.
that was
Yeah.
nuts.
But it was like a minute, so
Yeah.
we watched that minute and then.
That is a fighter fighting a chick. I mean, that you see the way they're built.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know what, man? It's like when you see like super feminine men, you're like, okay, that is that girl? Is that? They
take
just have a
offense to
suit and
that.
build. And dude, this girl is like a little cyborg. They have the same build. It's just she's a tiny version of her.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
And she was just beating this chick like she spilled her beer during the Super Bowl.
Was
you know what
she
I'm saying?
already on the card? Because she wasn't her original opponent, so I'm confused.
No, her original opponent had to go to the fucking.
I know, but so did this girl take the fight in a day, or was she one of the?
No, this
prelim
was
fights?
That was a different weight class. That was a lower weight class.
So the girl didn't get to fight?
No.
Oh, okay.
And they stripped that chick of her title already.
I knew that. Okay, but she never even defended it or anything, right?
Yeah.
It's a new weight class.
There has to be something up with this weight cut, because why would they strip you so quickly?
Yeah.
That's a bad PR move. There must have been something more
She's a beast.
to the weight cut.
This Polish chick, they just send her up to get her ass kicked a lot, right?
I
That's
know.
how-
No, but she's
I like
actually
her
a decent
too.
fighter.
Yeah,
but
But
she's
this
then
one was
Joanna,
just
didn't Joanna kick the shit out of her?
No, dude, it was actually
who
a
did
good
she,
fight.
Who did she fight though? She's been beaten soundly a couple of times.
That
right?
dude on the left looks pissed.
She really is manly for how little
Yeah,
she's
it's
intense.
just one of
She has
those.
Tripoli's haircut.
Thank you.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean that in a good way.
I'm happy
Thank
that
you.
Woodley won in a more exciting fashion than he normally does because he gets shit on so much for that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he did that.
I think Till's a great fighter. I just don't think that he's ready for that yet. He's only 25, 26.
Look at that
Yeah.
tattoo on that guy's arm.
Well, I also
Why does
don't.
he have Paige Van Zandt?
That's a weird. That's a
weird
weird
Probably
tattoo.
he lost a bag of bets.
He looked like he also had to drop so much weight to get to that weight class. I just feel like he was drained too.
Are you going to any Yankee games?
I'm gonna go to the playoff game. They're on the road almost entirely, and then when they are here, I'll be on the road. But I'm gonna go to the play-in game if they get home field. They're the 3 games right now to Oakland. They might even get home field for the play-in game.
Right.
This whole season, they're right now they're the second best record in baseball, and they gotta fucking play a 1-game playoff with no real shutdown ace.
Who would they pitch, Ari, for the 1-game playoff?
What's his name? Severino. Or Tanaka. I don't know.
No,
man.
don't pitch Tanaka. No.
Pitch
They don't have
Tanaka.
it.
Aiko Tanaka?
Where is she? I
Oh,
miss
really?
her.
Every time I see her around. Every time I see her, I say Heiko, and then I say
Who gets
goodbye.
more
Carl.
Asian when they're on stage? Tanaka or Ali Wong?
Who gets more Asian women?
No, who gets more Asian? Like they Asian it up.
Well, I think Aiko is just naturally more Asian.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say her accent is just intense.
The shift is probably more Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Because Aiko's just that already.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't get more Asian. She just is the same thing.
Like Ali Wong, you talk off stage, you're like, "Hey, Ali." She's like, "Hi, how are you? What's up?" Nothing. Goes on stage. I just walk I just get done with rickshaw. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, who is this? Nope, nobody's with me on that one. Okay, all right.
She should do one of your comedy chaoses.
Yeah, but she won't let you. She
Oh,
won't let
yeah,
you
yeah, I
promote her
forgot.
name. So what's the
yeah, because
I
there's a
forgot.
stalker.
Severino, Tanaka, Sabathia, Hap, and then Lance Lynn. Those are your that's
Maybe. I don't know how you could play him in that game. I mean, he's played well, but I don't know how you play him in that game.
no, that's tough, man.
It's Severino, maybe Tanaka. You're not going to put Sabathia because you know he's not going to go past 5 or 6 innings.
Dude, I love fat guy pitchers. I root for them.
Yeah, me too.
I love them. It's fat men doing.
You don't like
great.
fat fighters, but fat pitchers you're okay with.
You
No, I
like
don't
fat
mind when
fighters?
they're a little fat. When they come in with pure bitch tits, that pisses me off.
You draw a line. there.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're supposed to be an athlete.
Like
They've all got like the same ERA. It's kind of weird. It's all around
Yeah, they
36.
really do. They're right in the range. I'm looking at him now. You're right.
like Cain Velasquez. You think he has bitch tits?
No, but I do believe he could be. I believe he could get to 205 if he really wants. It might be hard now that he's older.
Oh, I don't think
Who,
he
you?
can get to 205.
I totally believe he can get to 2. I saw back in the day
and be effective in the octagon?
for sure.
Who?
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, I saw him and John Jones standing next to each other. John Jones,
They're 10 years different in age. Right?
back when I saw, they're still, but he's
Yeah.
much younger when I saw him.
Yeah.
Like I said, today,
Still the same age difference.
now he may not.
You
Be
mean
able
at
to
some
do-
point in time in his career he
He
could have?
could have been a 205 guy.
I don't
in
think
my
so.
opinion.
Way
What
he
if you
doesn't
and
know.
Ari fight? Will you try to make a catch weight?
No.
Can you get to the same weight?
Nope.
No, he's making me fight at 240.
I was just gonna say, all right, can you get to 235?
Well, that wasn't that funny. Well, guys, it was a great special episode. I think we learned a lot about each other. We had some great call-ins. We had some guy who had the lead because he was in a writer's room.
Ooh.
Chad gloated. I mean, it's all together.
That really threw it in our face, that guy.
Yeah. I
What-
called Ari
Success.
Green. God.
What'd you say, Ari?
He really threw it in our face, his success.
I mean, if there's one thing we learned, we are all green, and we don't know shit about writers' rooms.
It's
Guys,
bullshit.
have a great 9/11. Ari, final thoughts on your
Tuesday,
people and what they
9/11
did
too.
to us.
Our proudest achievement. It
Cool.
goes down as one of the greatest Drew moments in history, along with Sandy Koufax no-hitter. The rebuilding of the first temple. What else was there? That's it. Oh, Einstein.
Ari, do you feel you're getting more Jewy as you get older?
What?
Like you're. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Next week we have hot chicks who are fighting each other coming in. Yeah, I couldn't do it this week because it was a special show, I guess. So next week they'll be coming in. Hot strippers who box each other will be in. So we'll get to see Johnny, his autistic ass. Pop boners, everybody. We will see you all
Have excellent boner
very
control.
soon. And see you next time. Bye, everybody. See you in Canada.
Suck my dick.
When are these girls fighting?